Hi, Craig.
Warning, this episode contains Australians. Some content may be alarming to some listeners, including jokes about homophobia, jokes about racism, jokes about sexual content, and a lot of swearing. Please note, these jokes are made by queer people, people of colour, and people who have known those people for over a decade. Actual hate will not be tolerated. Also, warning for graphic descriptions of violence, but this is a D&D campaign, so you probably knew that. Not sponsored by Queensland Government Australia, terms and conditions may apply.
Welcome, gentle people. We of Aetherbound Academy for Wormcraft and Magic are excited to be here, celebrating the union between our empire and the dragons. Barely 70 years have passed since the favor, when Void Father Farron was entrusted by wild dragons as the first dragon rider. Now, aloft in the Void Keep, riders train with their dragons until they are a single unit, terrifying and beautiful. Every year we gather throughout the Empire to see who will bond with a dragon egg and see it hatch. And I'm sure this year we will gain some lovely new normal highborn riders and there will be absolutely no issues whatsoever. So to the few of you who will be chosen, welcome to Aetherbound Year 1.
Is in the relationship though.
Oh, it's this
No.
Craig
Hi,
guy.
Hi, Craig.
Not this
Hi,
Craig.
Craig.
Not again, this fucker.
What's up, my G?
Yeah,
What's up,
I know.
Craig? The moment he shows up.
That's my entire bit. I'm gonna diss Craig every time.
Hi, Craig.
That's off to you, Craig.
Okay, so currently Charlie's possessed.
Not
yeah.
possessed,
Well, in
but
a trance or whatever.
we will get to that.
Well, good.
Tell me when they're back, and I will give a summary.
I have some summary, just a little bit, but not a
It's
lot.
cool.
But like, I still
It's
have.
cool.
I have concepts of a summary. I'm not
That-
really presenting it right now.
In
Fuck.
future, if you want to be doing them for the summaries, that'll be good. But it'll be good for Craig as well. Wow, this
No.
music is way more dramatic than it has any.
It kind of is real.
Why is the music going so hard?
Bro, stop talking to me like that. Sorry. I do just want to get some music going. There we go. So
More climactic music.
I will warn you that I will have to leave for dinner at some point. I'll
Okay.
only be like 20 minutes though, because I'm at my dad's this week, and I haven't seen him for like a month. So
that's chill.
I'm
Just let me know when it's happening. Jack's also
I
gonna have to leave at some point.
my car is getting serviced. I'm waiting for a message from them, so I run off, also buy dinner there, and then race back.
That's
My car.
My car's just getting tuned up, really.
my car.
Guys, can I tell you something really funny?
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
whenever the mic is on at Percy's place, the Wi-Fi cuts out. Currently it's in the microwave, so I'm
Jack's
cut out
place
in a sec.
too. That happens at Jack's place. Not this Jack.
there we
My
go.
Jack.
The radio waves, they're too strong.
Okay.
Nick,
Yes.
I forgot if we
I
do we
cannot
need to
remember.
have those spells that you said that we all know. Do we need to have them this session? I couldn't remember.
Alright.
They may not be. Let me just quickly double check what those spells are. I don't think any of them are going to be. Look. Sorry, you cutting out. I can't hear.
No, I was just gonna. I cut myself off so that you could speak, but I was just gonna say that I didn't know if they were something that we actually have to wait to learn, like in game, before we add them, or we should add them now just automatically. So that's
If you've already got them written down, don't bother using them, because it is something you will be taught. It's something that technically you could do right now, but it's also your second or third day or whatever at school.
I haven't put them down. I just wanted to know in case you should go do that before we start.
The above game reason for it is that if people haven't done it yet, I don't want some people to be using them and some people not to be. So for now, ignore those spells and cantrips, but before
I'm just-
next session, if everyone could have them in, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna add
Oh,
them in right
Nick.
now.
Yeah,
I don't have some of the stuff filled out on my character sheet.
I went through and looked at your sheet before.
Hang on, let me log into Roll20.
What stuff are you missing?
I can't remember the word. Oh, I'm just trying to
Ah, yes.
why isn't it letting me sign in with Discord?
Because it hates you.
It
Because it's
Loki.
Roll20.
Why is this everything like so
20
much
is
harder on my iPad?
evil.
But so is D&D Beyond, so there's no fucking winning.
And Wizard of the Coast, so they have all of it.
Yippee.
We are
Yippee.
suffering as the
Let's
Well,
go.
Roll20 is its own thing, though, right? It's
Yeah.
not Wizard of the
No.
Coast or anything. It's just
No,
It
but
is its own thing.
Wizard of the Coast is not good either.
Hi.
No. Okay, so Jazz, I'm just going to quickly send you a screenshot of your sheet.
Yes, I am logging now.
It's okay. This way, at the very least, you can look at and see some of the stuff you can do. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. I'll also quickly send you your spells. Okay. There we go.
Characters.
Cool.
Yeah, acrobatics, animal handling, blah blah blah. The skills. That's what I mean.
Let me have a quick look.
I think we never have actually filled that out.
Okay. Let me just look. First level sorcerer, you would have 2, but then I remember you had 2 from your dragon hunting history. So it was. Okay, what 2 would you like to have proficiency in? I believe as a sorcerer you get to choose between Arcana, Investigation, Arcana, Investigation, Religion, and what was it? Oh, and you've already got proficiency in Insight. So, yeah. What ones would you like to have proficiency in? Just when looking at your sheet.
I
I
want to
had
say
forgotten that we hadn't done that bit. So,
it makes sense.
yep,
You
goes
can
along
see
with your
my
family
background.
stuff.
Yeah.
I will say I will let you, because you're like from a noble. If you want, you can choose deception or persuasion as a thing to go into as well.
Oh, that's hard.
Because
hard
you, because you would have been just around people who lie all the time, and you know
They're liars.
all you know is
mind game.
you can lie.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a high persuasion?
Do I? I am going
Probably not, knowing me.
Hear me out.
There's no
Looking at
bards
the-
here, so no.
Looking at the party composition, you're the only charisma based class.
Right. Okay. Ooh.
Everyone else is wisdom, strength, or dexterity. So
Well, bitch, where do I fall? Oh wait, I am wisdom.
technically, you're a wisdom one.
I'm so used to not playing intelligent characters or characters that have any wisdom. I'm so used to being like, my character walks around only thinking about one thing all day.
Right.
Or my character does have high intelligence,
Getting
but
late.
so they have no thoughts.
Deception makes more sense. Deception.
Yeah.
What's my persuasion like right now?
Your persuasion's already a +3.
Okay.
So having deception's a +5. So you're really good at, you can lie really well.
Sick.
Or deceived. To be fair, lying isn't like deception isn't used exclusively for lying. You can be trying to like mislead someone, or only give them half the truth. Stuff like that is also deception.
I'm not good at lying.
It's chill. It is fine.
You don't have to be good at lying. Aoife can be good at lying.
You can literally be like, we don't want to tell that guy a thing, and you go, oh, the boss sent me. And I'm like, roll for deception. Like, it doesn't need to be a good lie. More about how the enemy will, or the opponent will respond. If you roll really high and their insight against it isn't great, then odds are they'll be like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh, you're a new
Right.
hire? Well, okay, here's how we do things. You know?
Like the goblin camp.
Newbie.
Yeah. But okay, if everyone is here, is Percy here now? You said you wanted the recap.
Percy,
Oh shit, I'm here.
We're missing Huey as well,
I
aka
have
Lion.
sent Huey a message, but I would like to get started because it is about to be 6:30.
Oh yeah, true.
Nick, before you start, I have one question to ask. Please.
No.
Yes.
Please.
Right. Camera.
I just want you to send me your character description of Bubby, because last session you said the placement of a bunch of their asymmetrical wings, and I don't fucking remember it. And I thought you might have written it down somewhere. So
I think I actually have a small sketch somewhere. It will probably be a little bit difficult to find right now.
it's fine. I just it's because last
But
session I
it is
sent you a
something I
message
can.
about it. You didn't respond to me, so I figured I'd just wait
Yeah.
until now.
Apologies. I can
I'm gonna
send
make
you a
it-
little sketch after the session.
No,
It's all good. I can also just try and go
Think
through
about
the
them.
last
Think about them
report
having
when you said it.
2 sets of shoulders, and on their on the top set of shoulders, so like the top right has 2 wings, and the bottom left has 2 wings, and the top left has 1 wing, and the bottom right has 1.
Okay.
And then on the left hand side where you have the 1 wing, there's another smaller like half formed wing that's like Nemo's shitty fin.
Yay, cool.
So
Yeah,
you
I
have
just remember where you placed
7
it.
wings,
Cards.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So it's one of
Okay.
those things where when they beat their wings, it's kind of off kilter and not in time because they're actually uneven. But you know,
Bro is fighting
Okay.
for their life.
yeah, Just imagine though how fucking horrible it's going to be for some other dragon to try and attack you. They have no
Yeah.
clue what you're doing. Okay,
No, my
so
first thought was Sable is going to be very blind on a dragon that rides off kilter, so they rely a lot on feelings. So they're going to have a lot of fun with that when the only thing they can rely on is a offbeat dragon.
oh yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so last session, basically the things that occurred. We started off with Lion, Dumas, and Amber going for a walk through the academy. And they were just going to explore, at least that's what everyone thought, until Lion led them directly to the one place, the Aether Spire, where they were told specifically not to go. They went there, and Dumas bounced. He's like, hey, I was chill, but now you're going somewhere you're told not to go. I don't feel comfortable with this. Bounced. Amber and Lion crept up the tower and found that there were many mystical and magical doors that didn't have any handles, but didn't seem to have any responses. The handful of rooms that they did find that they could open were like closets and like stuff for like the servants and stuff to come clean up here. And they eventually got all the way up, probably about halfway up the entire tower. And when they got there, sorry, I just noticed that Val's streaming their little thing.
Sorry, I only
no,
have
no,
a few frames,
no,
so I'm
it's
going
okay.
based on what I have.
Yeah. And they got about halfway up the tower, or about halfway to 2/3 up the tower, going past many levels until they bunch of doors in it. And at the end was like Farron's like private laboratory. So Lion went, you know what I want to do? I want to go in there. Running over, grabs the handle to the door, and as they pull it out, it activates a trap that polymorphs them into a mouse. And then behind Amber and Mouse, formerly Lion, who was striding up, is actually Farron, who is pissed. And when Lion comes to the next day, him and Amber both have basically metal bands that are on their wrists that restrict them from leaving their the dorm or going into sensitive areas until they've kind of like finished their probation. So they're the ones who are like on house arrest. Everyone else is doing fine. Then the main thing for the session where we sorry, one second. Yeah, the main thing that happened for the session was that they went to a dragon care class to go
shit.
and explore everything that are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine. It skipped a lot of the stuff I did do, but it's okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
Well, no, you're right. I wasn't going to go into chaos writing a letter to a squirrel.
No. It was more so I have this guy being a wonderful chef for
Yes.
everyone. And then Chaos noticing that he didn't sleep because the other bed was like, fucking empty. So he's like making breakfast for everyone, but he's
Yeah,
super
Shiro did
deprived.
take a level of exhaustion for staying up all night.
And then I had this
and
lovely
then
lady
Chaos
and
had an
Chaos.
interaction. You're right. This is an important thing, actually. Chaos met the mystery girl who showed up late to the to the initial ceremony, and talked to her for a bit and met her dragon. And after a little while, it kind of came out that we'll get to that later. Actually, who she was.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But she seems a little bit rude and a little bit up herself. But then Gwyn, the Naga woman, showed up and took them off to their dragon care class, where basically everyone was given a chance to sit with her and identify like what kind of type their dragon was. So, for example, they could be wild class, mystery class, elemental, magic, strike, or guard class. And everyone except for Efo was able to get a description on what their dragon either is, very likely. Like for Sable, Bubby was very likely a wild class. Isa, their dragon was very likely going to be a guard class. Shiro's was going to be a strike. Chaos's was going to potentially be a magic class, and Lion's was going to be an elemental class. But they all got the chance to talk with her and also just spend some time bonding with and playing with their dragons, finding out what things they liked or didn't like. They like a lot of people found out like what foods their dragons liked, what games they liked playing. And this actually resulted in Lion climbing a tree just for the fun of it, and then Sable put Bubby into a tree. And when Lion looked down to his left, Bubby was sitting there staring at him and then pounced on him, knocking Lion out of the tree. And when Lion hit the ground, Lion's dragon, Notekis, attacked Bubby, and they got into a fight, and Bubby actually broke a wing, though Gwyn healed that. And then, yeah. And then I believe everyone basically back to class. So I went back to the dorm rooms because we only do one class a day at the school. Lion apologized to Sable and asked tips on animal care because Sable's like, "Are you a fucking idiot?" Angus finally went back to his own dorm, which he now shares with the woman that we found out. The one who we hadn't really been introduced to yet is the crown princess of the entire empire. So literally like the emperor's daughter, Farron's like niece, essentially, like grandniece. So yeah, she's a bit of bit rude, a bit full of herself, but you know.
Hey,
there's
you can do
reasons
that when
for
you're the
that.
main character, which she clearly is.
Yeah. Her and Angus
Not
don't
if
seem
I
to be
have
getting
anything to say
along
about it.
Her and Angus don't seem to be getting along particularly well. But Angus has also been catching flack from everyone. Everyone
Deserved.
seems to have a problem with the child.
Deserved.
Deserved.
He fucking deserves it.
But as everyone was like kind of going to bed for the night, Chaos told Shiro, "You know what? I'll be on watch for you tonight, man. You were up all night for us. I'll stay on watch, and this way you can go get some well-deserved sleep." And as he's like, "Yep, okay, sweet," walking to his room, he looked, and in the entryway to this large is it a dorm? Yeah, into like their quarters. At the entranceway
On the
was like
moon.
the blue flickering apparition of a ghostly tabaxi man dressed in the garb of Shiro's like clan, and it basically turned and left, and Shiro bolted after it. And Chaos, being on guard, saw this whole thing happen and went, "Ah, shit," and basically ran after Shiro. And then sometime later in the night, Aoife woke up with a start, bolting upright in their bed, like they're just awakened from a nap. And you know, yeah, like it was a stressful night, but they looked over and oh, the egg is gone. The egg that has been a little pain in the ass and not hatching is finally no longer here. And when they walk outside their room, they find a shard of the egg and kind of follow the trail down to the entrance of their quarters, into which they actually run into Bernice, Sable's dog, who seems to be sniffing at something, which is another shard of the egg. And Bernice and Aoife
Yes.
go off into the night in pursuit of potentially an egg.
I've stolen your dog. Okay.
Mhm,
Pardon?
mhm,
I've stolen your dog.
mhm,
You could never. She's loyal. She's just also friendly.
mhm.
Oh, Bernice has stolen you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
what you don't know is she's leading you to the trap I set for you.
Bernice is
Really?
more.
Hey yo.
No,
Shiro,
Bernice is
this is
definitely
Shiro.
like Bernice is definitely like, I'm an old woman. I need to go piss. And you're like, yes, lead me to my dragon. She's like, why are
Percy's
you
cat.
following me?
Big
This is
fat
Shiro
cat.
talking, but
He's like, can you
Bernice
just
has
cut
more
out?
competence than Aoife does.
Oh, damn.
This is
Bernice
wow.
has got a few years on the job.
I
She knows what she's doing. She got that shit locked down. If
Bernice
only
can
she
like
was
open
a,
doors and shit.
yeah, if only she was a humanoid, because she would be the mother, the matriarch of our entire group. She is the matriarch. It doesn't matter that she's a dog.
Yeah. Someone can have maternal instincts and not be super old.
We
So,
all look at that dog and we go, "That's our mom."
mhm.
Mom,
So to begin with, we will start with Shiro and Chaos. So,
All right.
Shiro, you ran out of this room up to this apparition. As you get close, it almost like seems to like bleed further away. Like it's like the effect, like this flickering blue, almost like flame that you're seeing, is like leeching away from you, and it'll like disappear and appear like somewhere else in your eyesight. But you can never really get like close to it. It's always like within like 30 feet of you, but you can never like catch up to it. Um, what are you doing? Are you walking slowly? Are you running after it? Um, what's up?
I'm still sort of jogging after it, but still keeping sort of my distance.
Mhm.
Like sort of,
Okay.
sort of tracking it in the best way I can.
Mhm. Yeah, okay. I'll say that it's not hard to find, especially like you notice now that you're like out in these halls. There are no torches. All the torches are out. The only thing that's illuminating the space for you is this figure. Um, and they finally make it to the stairs that like lead upwards, because your dorm's actually underground, as I have initially told you guys, where you go down into like the caves and then you find your room.
Yeah.
It's finally gotten to like the stairs that lead upwards. And it beckons you, and then for the first time since it appeared, it is now no longer in sight.
And I guess I'll check around for something.
Do you like go up to the stairs to where it was, or do
Yeah.
you? Yeah, okay. Can you give me a survival check?
This game requires dice. How could I forget?
Mhm.
14.
Okay, you have been following this apparition, and like you were looking for signs on whether this was leaving like any physical marks on the ground or any trails, like if this is like an illusion or a person, just disguised like that. But you're not able to find any actual traces of this figure. And while you're actually crouched at the base of the stairs, a flicker of blue light up this curved stairs, you can see like it's bouncing off the walls back down towards you.
Is it still falling towards me, or?
No, it's more like someone's like got a light further up the stairs that's like bouncing off the walls but isn't getting any closer or further away.
Right. Still go after it.
Okay.
Just to confirm, which stairs are these again? Sorry.
These are the ones that lead up to the first floor, which is the floor that had like the main entrance hall that you guys entered, the mess hall,
Okay.
like where the mail gets deposited. This is the same floor where you guys went outside to do your training with your dragons.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
How far behind would I be to Shuru?
I would say, you know what? Roll me a d20. If you roll an 11 or higher, it'll mean one thing. Under 10,
Well, I got a natural 20, so
I'll say that you managed to. You did spend a brief moment making sure that no one else was freaking out or anything before you left. But
yeah.
with the time that he has spent, like, stopped investigating, you're able to get close enough that you can, like, actually see him. And the one, actually, do you have dark vision?
Let's check. I think I would have put it on my sheet somewhere if I did.
Mhm. If you want, I can look for you.
Yes, please.
Okay, you do not have dark vision. So have you
Okay.
spent the time to um, make a torch? Because as I said, all the torches in these corridors are out, which is unusual. I will say. Normally, the torches in these corridors is like one. You can always standing at one torch. You can always see another torch that's lit.
I'll say yeah with my like torch in my pack. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll say you're even able to grab one off of like the wall sconce and just like light
and
it.
like light it. All right.
I'll say you're able to get pretty close. You hear him take off and the sound of like his shoes like running along the steps by the time you get to the base of the stairs.
Okay, so I'm
But
gonna
he has taken off. You're pretty close. You've gotten
yeah.
much closer than you would have been otherwise.
Cool.
Cool. Shiro, you are now upstairs. You have rounded up this like spiral staircase, and you're now back on the first floor. You know that if you enter like the corridor that you're in right here, if you go left, it'll go outside to the training area where you went today. And if you go right, it'll lead you down past like the mess hall into like the main corridor hall. And then if you were to continue going down, it would be that first hall where you saw Farron. Ceremony. As you've come up, you see that you look to your left and right, and off to your right, walking around a corner, is that apparition. It's like flickers and disappears. Like very clearly, it's got like purpose. It's walking away from you, but you see that it like darts off towards to your right.
I'm still going to follow it. I need to know what's going on.
Mhm. Yeah, you race after it, and you get to the turn in the corridor, like the turn in the hallways. And as you get to there, you actually see this time because you like as you see the figure, you actually notice that the torches that are in this long corridor that you're looking down are flickering out as it's like walking past them. Um, and it continues until it gets to the very end of this corridor, and then it's just like gone again.
Mm. I'm going to start. I'm gonna have a dagger in my offhand,
Okay,
or
cool.
like a knife or something.
How are you approaching? Are you still running after it, or are you being more cautious now?
I still run after it.
I'll say Chaos. You're able to get to the top of the stairs, and you get to the top of the stairs. And when you look to your right, almost the same thing that Shiro saw, where he looked and saw a figure dash off around the corner. You see Shiro dash around this corner.
All right, I'm gonna dash
Um,
straight after him, I suppose.
I will. No, actually, the light isn't good enough actually for you to know that he has a dagger yet. But yeah, and Shiro, as you continue onwards, I will say, if you said you were just still chasing after it, you follow it further through these corridors, taking like lefts and rights until eventually you get to like a large main hall that you guys spent much time in. It's just a big empty, like almost like a ballroom. And in the center of the room, there's just like intricate marble inlaid work. In the floor, there isn't as much of this like black stone with like veined gold through it. This seems to be like a much more like formal area where you would like hold a ball, take guests, or something in like the noble capacity. But off to the side is where, off to the left of this hall, is where there's a spiral staircase that leads up to the second and third floors, which you guys did briefly get shown on your tour. And the figure is standing at the stairs, and just like looking at you. And as you like rush forward, it turns and walks back up these stairs. Yeah. What do you do?
Keep following it.
You run across this courtyard, like the little hall, and as you go to step up the steps, bam! You run. Can you actually give me a dexterity saving?
Nat 20.
Cool.
Cool. As you like step, you step on the first step, and then like the fifth, you're just like running up them. You almost run headlong into one of these black claden guards that patrol the castle at night, but you jump and spin and like kick off the wall and like almost flip over this dude. And continue. Do you continue running? Do you say anything to the guy? Because I will
No.
say he does. As you like, flip over him, he's like, what in the hell's? And I was like halfway through pulling out his sword. Chaos, you probably see the guard now standing with his sword drawn, standing in this hall, and he seems to be like a clang and a clamor. But yeah, now there is a guard with his weapon.
Okay.
Um,
Can I ask,
Mhm.
was there rules against adventuring at night or
No, this guard just had the shit scared out of him.
okay. Um
By a guy, like you're allowed to be out in the halls doing your own shit as long as you're not in the spot.
yeah, okay, cool. Just double checking.
Mhm.
I will follow after. However, like as I'm slowly pushing, like I kind of like stick myself to the wall to inch past him. Like, oh, sorry, sorry. Do not worry about this. I do not want. No, I'll deal with it. As I'm
What's
going
going
past
on?
him.
This guard does like, he's like probably a full foot and a half shorter than you, and he's looking up. You're
Yeah.
like, what in the blazes is going on?
Don't worry. It's fine.
Uh, and he looks a little bit dumbstruck, but like he knows that you're one of the riders, like one of these new prospective ones. So he's like, ah, kids. Sheaths his sword and just like walks off while you continue on after Shiro.
How old does this guy look?
In his armor, you cannot tell.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Mhm.
Probably older than him.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, Shiro, I will say as you continue up this staircase, that blue light, almost like someone's holding a lantern just around the corner from you on the spiral staircase, is just constant the entire time until you get all the way to the most, to the third floor, the highest level of the castle, like the third floor that you can actually like interact and like have
Yeah.
classes and stuff on. This is where you guys were briefly shown like the arena where you could train with your dragons and stuff. That it actually opens up into the night sky. And as you like enter, as you step out of the staircase, you notice something like that. something that you didn't really pay attention to when you were shown through here on your quick tour is the fact that there are gravestones here that are like catching the light in a way that like is very beautiful, and it's something you didn't notice before. All you saw was like a battle arena.
Mm.
But you notice that here on the like the side, as soon as you step out of the stairs, with the grass that's here and the like overgrown moss and vines and stuff, there are set back a little bit from the path rows and rows of almost like these solid white pillars. Probably only 2 feet high, probably only like 30 centimeters, like a foot across. And standing near these pillars is this apparition off to your left.
Slowly walk towards it, still trying to keep some distance, but closing it ever. Oh, closing it.
I'll say, how close do you get?
Probably,
As close as you can?
yeah. Well, I'm thinking like maybe half a meter away to be specific.
When you get like within striking distance,
Hmm.
a familiar voice rumbles from this figure's throat. I heard your steps, cub. I thought I taught you to be stealthier than that. And this is one of the elders of the clan. And let me just quickly pull up this motherfucker's name. This is Akio. And basically he was the like basically top shit in your clan. The greatest hunter of anyone. He was the like basically led your entire group. He was one who decided where you would go, in charge of training all of the like young cubs and everything. And as he turns to you, he actually pulls back his hood. I guess this isn't a detail I've actually asked about. Do all of your clan wear those masks that you?
That's a good question.
Or is that specifically a you thing?
I would say they all like have they all make their own masks, so it'd be similar but different.
He pulls back his like hood, and you see his distinct mask. Actually, that it has like a thinner like skull on it than the one that you have, and it has one horn that like curves up and back, almost like a rhinoceros's horn, like from the center of where his like forehead would be. But there's large protruding fangs at like the very end of the mask, almost like covering his eyes. This, from what you can tell, is Akio. He's just standing there. His like image that he does look like he's made of blue fire. And every now and then it seems like the wind passes through and flickers him, but he seems solid and he is just standing there talking to
I take a kneel.
Come on, there's enough for that. We don't kneel to the dead.
But
And he like,
respect, I do.
rise. Can't expect the last of a clan to kneel. You have to have more respect than that. Respect for yourself. I'll say, Chaos, it's probably at this time that you've been able to make your way up these stairs.
Okay.
I'll say, as you get to the top, like sword drawn, like weapon. Oh, no, you didn't draw your weapon, did you? Edged past.
No, not yet.
As you get to the top, you have your torch and you're looking around and you see that this place is completely dark. There are no torches up here, nothing, but you can hear Shiro saying, respect is due. And it's coming somewhere off from your left.
When I look around, can I see anything to my left, like with my torchlight?
Yeah, you can see like the overgrown like vines and stuff, and you can probably actually very dimly see his silhouette kneeling on the ground.
Okay, I'm going to hang back a moment because of what he said. like I won't say anything just yet, and I'm just gonna wait for a moment, but I will stay
Mhm.
within like earshot of this.
Yeah. Yeah, so what is Shiro doing? Akio has basically gestured for you to stand.
He rises.
What have you gotten yourself into, young cub? This isn't a place familiar to our peoples. And he seems to be like looking around. For the every time that you saw him before, it was almost like stiff, like when you were running through the corridor
Mm.
and everything. It was like it didn't. This feels like almost like he's just a normal person standing in front of you, despite his appearance. Before, it felt very much more like a ghost, like moving too smoothly through the air and stuff. And
Yeah.
he's just like there's like a weight to him, even though as he
Yeah.
like steps and passes through one of these gravestones and doesn't really interact with it, he is just looking around, curious of where he is.
I
There's
don't
something
know.
different about you.
The last I checked, there was nothing different.
I will say, Chaos, you can only hear Shiro's side of this conversation.
Yeah, alright, I figured.
No, there's definitely something. Something has changed. Something within. And he like leans towards you, and this light is like so almost too bright to look at for you, Shiro. It's like I don't know. There's an intensity behind the flames you that you don't really like. It's not like looking into a normal fire. There's something that makes you feel like you need to look away from it. But after a brief moment, it like fades again, and he's just standing there, and he's like strolling, like walking around you in like a kind of large circle. Hmm. You haven't answered the question, Cub. Where are we?
This is the Dragon Training Academy.
Ah, the Void Keep. Hmm. Interesting. And what business do you have there?
I've unfortunately hatched a dragon.
This makes he's mid step and he stops. Explain yourself.
I was on a job hired by a noble family.
Hmm.
I was attending one of the ceremonies, and I thought to catch an egg that has fallen, and it has hatched in my hand, and I am now stuck with a dragon cub.
Hmm. He he puts his hand onto like his chin, and you see him like his like arm is crossed, and he almost like seems to be like stroking his chin thoughtfully, and he's quiet. But he seems to be like he's like thinking. And this is something this is like like something that you've seen him do a lot, like back
Mm.
when you're off over to the off in the west.
Yeah.
Um, and he like this is something that he would do a lot when he was like stuck with like a tricky puzzle or like
Yeah.
something that he had to try and think really hard for. This is like very much his body language of him thinking really hard. Um,
A quirk.
Interesting. Yeah. So, hmm, that is unprecedented. Actually, as far as I know, I've never heard of one of our peoples becoming a rider.
It's shocking for me as well.
An egg hatched to a hunter. An egg hatched out of circumstance and luck. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So, what do you plan to do now? You carry the last of us with you? And when he says that, the like medallion that you like keep, that was like from, which was like one of the only things that you found after your peoples had basically been wiped out. The thing that like almost told you to take it, like
Yeah.
thrums and feels like it's almost pulses and almost burns. There's like a flash of blood and flame around it. And yeah, he says, "You carry the last of us with you. What do you plan to do now?"
He grabs the medallion with a firm grip and says, "My duty."
Mm. Chaos,
Yes.
looking at like what is going on, like you're only catching like half this conversation. It's like, what's like my duty? My well, I'm at a
Yeah, I'm
Dragon
trying to
Training
listen for
Academy.
more information at the
Yeah,
moment. That's all.
yeah. You see in the reflection of like the glass that separates this area from the actual training arena, as like you're looking at him, you see a flicker of blue light, and as you like lean forward, you can see in the reflection that's almost like it's not glass, it's like a thin wall of like obsidian, and in the reflection of that, you see like the flaming blue outline of a man.
Okay. Um, I know you described graves and stuff before. Could I see any of that stuff or something?
Um, I would say that like if you're just like it is dark, and for Shiro, all this stuff is illuminated in blue flame. You probably can't see all the graves currently. Shiro's
Okay,
like,
so I have no
Mhm.
idea where I am, right?
No, yeah, you know that this is the top floor where there was like the dragon training area because that was like briefly talked about in your tour. Um, but other than that, no.
Okay. I will brandish my crescent cleaver. However, I will still like hang back for a moment and just kind of like creep forward, you know?
Mm. Yeah, okay. Um, while you're doing that, and Shiro, um, yeah. Sorry, did you answer my question? You said, "What do you plan to do now?" No.
My duty.
Yeah, my duty. That's right. And he's like, think hard, for a history lives within you, and with you, a line may come to an end. Think hard on what the duty means to you. Things are not as they once were, and I sense a touch of destiny about you in your soul.
Still building character.
There is something different about you. And as he says that final, there is something different about you, he flickers and fades away. But you still have the feeling that he's close by, almost like he's standing behind you, like his presence, and he could almost like put a hand on your shoulder.
And in
This
that
is
moment,
yeah,
Shiro
and
probably does feel a hand on his shoulder.
yeah, I was about to say, and in that moment, Chaos, you were literally within 5 feet of Shiro.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, Shiro, what is your reaction?
What? Huh? What the? What are you doing here?
What is
It is at this point, Chaos, that you would notice the gravestones with like your torch. You'd be able to see them all lined up, these like pillars of white. There's probably like 40 of them.
Jesus?
And Shiro seems to be like kneeling, not like directly at one, but just kind of like in front, like between two, like just in front of all of them in general.
Seeing this, I'm gonna take like a lot longer to like my helmet turns and like creaks a little as I look around at the flickering tombstones before I look back to Shiro and kind of think back on what I heard before I just kind of go, ah, it is. I'm sorry. I did not know you were mourning. Have you been here before?
No, and I'm not mourning. It's been a long time. But that doesn't matter. What are you doing here? You're supposed to keep watch.
I was keeping watch. This is exactly what I was meant to do. You left, I followed. You were meant to be asleep.
I did promise that, but you're
You
supposed to be
did,
keeping watch of
exactly.
everyone else.
Duck is there. Duck is okay to watch. It's not a problem.
Okay. We must go. We must get back.
At once, yes, and you must get to sleep. Come. You disrupted the guard before.
He didn't see a thing. It's fine.
I saw plenty things, but okay.
As you like prepare and like you stand and like Shiro, you kind of like dust yourself off. As he like turns to leave, Chaos, you notice where does Shiro keep the trinket on him? By the way,
All right. So the little star in his art.
yes, is that
Yeah.
what that is?
Sort of
Yeah.
just behind that.
Yeah, okay. You see like that a flicker of blue flame, Chaos, like, but it's gone like so quick. You're not even sure if you actually like if it actually. And you're able to make your way back to your dorm, and on the way, all the torches have been relit, and there's like a handful of guards, and you see some of the masters like walking around. It's it's much more lively than it was when you made your way before. And as you make your way back into your dorm, Chaos, something crunches underfoot.
Oh my god, no, please.
And as you look down, you see a shell. It's a bit of it. And you notice as you look up more and more, another little bit of shell, another little bit of shell, and leading up into the room. What do you do?
Okay, is it leading into like our room specifically, or
No, it just leads up into the main area.
Can I
okay?
investigate?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I will say, if you're just like investigating in general, Aoife's door is open.
I have to check.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
Yeah. Shiro, are you doing this stealthily or not?
As quick as I can.
As you like step into the room and like look around, Aoife is gone. And so we cut to Aoife. We cut to Aoife and Bernice.
Oh
Oh
my
dear.
god. Hi.
So you've been walking along in these
Beneath the
corridors,
dog and Aoife the sorcerer.
and as you're walking, I believe as a tiefling you would have dark vision, but it doesn't matter. There's torches every like 30 meters or so, but you're walking in corridors that you don't recognize. These weren't part of the tour. You're kind of just walking deeper into this cave, and Bernice is just like sniffing the ground, like stops for a little bit and will take some really big, deep like sniffs, and then she'll like stop and look at you, and like almost like cocking her head a little bit and like looking up at you, and then she like nods her head to like the right, and then like the direction you're going, and will like continue off like down this path, walking probably a little bit slower than a younger dog but still making decent time. And every now and then you hear a little ruff, 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 ruff. Just these like small little like woofs as she's walking. Um, are you going? Are you doing anything? Are you just following it?
I am just following her. I'm kind of trailing. Well, I'm not actually. I'm literally very, very close to Bernice. Probably very close that Bernice is getting very annoyed.
No, but I will say you might like Aoife might think that, but Bernice seems to be fine. Like no matter how close you get, even if you like almost accidentally bump into her, she's used to it.
Right. Yeah.
She's used
I
to the
think
big 6 foot tall blind woman, well, a blind person bumping into them often. It's chill. Bernice doesn't seem to
yes.
mind.
I think Aoife will be picking up some of the shell as they go along.
hmm
Um
Okay, cool. Yeah,
like
I will
checking.
say I will say as you get like further and further, as you've been picking up bits of shell, like you remember how big your egg was, and with the bits of shell that you've gotten so far, you seem to have about a third of the shell. And and as you're walking, you suddenly hear the soft slap, 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 slap of what sounds like feet on bare stone.
Ooh. Aoife pauses for a second. Um, is Bernice still walking?
Yeah, Bernice is walking still forward. She doesn't seem like she's noticed it.
He says, "Dog," like very like dog, dog, but like
But Bernice like turns and looks at you for a brief moment. What are you going to say to her?
just gonna like stare at her. It's like there is literally something over there, kind of like I don't know what type of look that would be, but it's
Hmm,
like
hmm.
she
Okay,
kind of doesn't want
you
to
like
be responsible
you
for this
nod
dog dying.
over in the direction, and Bernice just kind of like walks back over towards you and gives you another big smell. And she's like putting like her face like all up in like behind your knees and like licking your leg, and just being a little bit annoying. Smelling all like the stomach, and she's like, "Oh, yep, 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 yep." And then again, you hear that slap, 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 just like from the darkness in the tunnel.
Aoife's probably trying to push Bernice away. It's like, hey, stop it, get off
And
me.
she's just doing the big like
Much.
panting that dogs do now. She's like, just like completely unbothered by your attempts to like get her off you.
Right. Okay. I think maybe if very cautiously, um, probably also holding the gauntlet on their arm
Mm-hmm.
just in case, like kind of goes towards the noise, slowly stopping each time they like move
Mm-hmm.
forward to try and see if they can see what it is from a distance.
Yeah, okay. As you like cautiously make your way forward, you hear again slap, 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 but then you hear slap, 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 bonk, as something bounces into the stone, and there's like the sound of like something rolling on the stone, and then a few seconds later, you hear a scrape, and then the sound of slap, 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 bonk, and the sound of something rolling around, the sound of slap, 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 again as it's getting further away.
Can Eva see anything from where they're standing?
Within your dark vision range, no. It does seem like these corridors do curve, so it's not super far away, but it doesn't sound like it's happening right next.
Okay, I'm going to say that Eva keeps doing what they're doing and following it.
Hmm.
What's Bernice doing? Is Bernice just following me?
I'll say Bernice is just following you at this point, and is just like seems to have a little pep in her step. And I'll probably say after probably a minute of following the sound, suddenly she stops and she's like starts sniffing in the air, like really hard, like sniffing around, and like she seems a lot much more alert than she was before. And she puts her nose to the ground and starts going forward, and big sniffs, and she's moving forward. Probably she's like 20 feet in front of you, like but she's like sniffing this patch of the ground a lot, like doing like almost like a figure eight in this corridor. And you find a pretty sizable chunk of shell, like the size of your palm.
Oops. Oop. Okay. Um, obviously Eva's gonna pick it up
Hmm.
and sort of like examine it for a bit because I guess this entire time they've been looking at the inside of the shell because obviously
Hmm.
they've never seen the inside of the shell before. Um, but yeah, is is
Hmm.
there more shell for them to follow, or is that like the rest of it?
No, that's that. From what you can see, like you can't really see any more on the ground actively, and this is actually the first time that you've noticed as well that you can hear this faint sound of metal ringing on metal, almost like this is a sound you would have heard in your father's workshop a lot. someone using a forge.
There's nothing like that around in the area I am, is there?
Not
Like
that
a
you're like you said, you don't know these corridors, and maybe somewhere else. Like you do know that the Worm Forge is a thing, and it is also underground, but you haven't actually like taken this path to get there before. It might be something independent.
Okay. I think Aoife tries to follow the noise further.
Yeah, Bernice like keeps going with you. She does seem to be yawning quite, um, but like she still seems decently excited. And you manage to walk your way through these corridors, until you see ahead of you. Oh, there's like a light. There's like a doorway that like opens up into a room, and standing in the doorway is a large egg-like shape with 2 feet protruding at the bottom. And
Wait,
then it
someone
goes,
dragged
and,
quite
and then it
literally.
goes, bonk, bonk, smacks into the doorway, and the egg rolls as it rolls into the room out of sight and drops out of view.
Oh, oh no. Okay. That's not great. Um. Okay. So wait, was the shell still on the dragon, or is my dragon quite literally an egg?
The shell was still on the dragon. It does
Okay.
seem to be pretty cracked and battered up, but it is still technically on the dragon.
Okay. Because I was sort of giving a like literally picturing a dragon, like an egg-shaped dragon with 2 legs and then wings.
Mhm.
Just sort of like
Yeah.
how I thought that unemployed Brian was quite literally someone with a suitcase head. Anyway, um
Mhm, mhm.
That's our brain
okay,
rattling it around in there.
literally.
Mm.
Okay.
But yeah, if
So
you
it's
rush
like,
forward.
yeah, obviously I'm following it. Like, can I see anything from where I'm standing? Like I'm crawling up
as
like whatever
yeah,
ledge it's fallen off.
as you like run up to this doorway, Bernice is running beside you. You manage to like look down and you see that this egg is like riding itself again. This is a room with a large forge in it. It does seem that this is actually curved around to the worm forge. And the egg is like riding itself, like pushing itself up against a wall, and it is like wobbling a lot, and it seems to be trying to like bonk itself against things. Like it seems like it's purposely trying to break. Um, and thinking back on all the things that you've seen, it makes sense that it first fell off your nightstand, maybe trying to break its shell. And then as it walked down the stairs, it probably fell down the stairs in the room. And then as it's been going down this corridor, it's been trying to smash itself into the walls. It probably needs your help to get the eggshell off. But as you look down, as it's in this room, you do notice that it has fallen and like landed right next to where there is a bunch of molten metal, and there seems to be like a large what is the word? Almost like a piston like lead hammer that's like there does seem to be some people in this room, but your egg is down on like a little conveyor belt as it's riding itself, and this like big hammer is going doom doom doom, smashing into like molten metal that's also along this conveyor belt. So
Hit. Shit,
if
shit.
you
Okay.
do not do something, it will be smashed.
So obviously UFO is probably going like shit, shit, shit underneath their breath, and is probably trying to find a way to get to them without these people seeing them. Um,
Hmm.
though I don't think my stealth is very high.
It's
Um,
okay. You can attempt to do stealth. Just
okay.
remember, you also have your spells, so you also have like minor illusion that you could potentially use to distract someone.
For some reason, my roll 20 character sheet just decided to fuck itself. Here we go. Nope, never mind. It's let me just go to Discord. It's decided to literally not show any information whenever I go into it.
Hmm.
Let me just
That's
go
very
and have
strange.
a screenshot for me. Oh, okay. So we're under dexterity, aren't we?
Yes,
Dexterity.
you've got a +2, so roll a d20 and you just add 2 to it.
Nat 20, baby.
Fucking three.
I told
you guys,
you, this match
you guys are
great.
gonna die in the like later in the session because of all these nat 20s. Yeah, you're able to. So, what exactly are you trying to do? You're trying to get what down this ledge onto like the conveyor belt and grab the egg without anyone.
Okay, so what's this room like? Like, what's the layout? So where is Aoife currently? Like in the
Aoife's
room?
if this room is like imagine like a large like shipping container shaped room, so like a large rectangular room. You're up in like the top left back corner, and there's like a large forge that is sitting in like the center back of the room, and there's like conveyor belts that seem to be running, like at least this one belt seems to be running like from within the wall, like where it's been cut out, and people are further closer to the front. But there seems to be like some kind of controls, and there's some people that are like down on the other side of where this hammer smashes down into the metal, retrieving it, like retrieving the things that have been like cut out or that have been smashed into molds and stuff. So you're currently not really being observed. You're where like the raw material goes in.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to say that Aoife climbs down from where they are and is trying to get as close to the egg dragon as possible to try and grab them off
Yep.
before they get, smashed and possibly die before they could even have their own dragon.
Could you give me an animal handling check at advantage?
Animal handling check advantage.
It is a d20 plus a 1.
Okay. 6.
Cool. You manage to grab this egg, and it like starts wobbling a lot in your like grip, and you're able to get it. And you take like a step, and you hop off the conveyor belt, and you land directly in front of one of the workers, who has just turned and sees you, and he's like, "Oh, by the 9!" And he is a dwarven man with. Seems to be like covered in soot and like bits of like metal and stuff. He's in this like a big apron, like very, very much his smithing gear. And he's like, "Oh, bloody hell, what are you doing here?"
I have an egg and just kind of holds up
Clearly.
the dragon that's
Why are you in the
wriggling.
forge? We're only doing this. This is delicate work.
Egg
Onwards, get out of here.
on
Go.
the conveyor belt, and then
No,
they
no,
get shoot out.
I don't want to know which one of the new riders has been up to. Get out of here. And he just starts like shooing you away, like, don't interfere with our work. It is very important. Under orders from Farron himself.
Okay, so yeah,
So he is shooing you away.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. You managed to get your way back up into the corridor, and the egg is still like wiggling around a lot. I will say, now that you like are up closer to it, you do see that it almost seems to have like multiple layers of shell. You've got like the most outer layer, and then on the inside there seems to be like, almost like a spongy it's like almost like like a sponge, like foamy kind of layer, um that seems like it's much higher. This is potentially why it has been having some trouble hatching, because unlike some of the other eggs where it seemed more able to hatch, this one seems to maybe have needed assistance. But you can see your dragon's legs and tail kind of just like hanging out the bottom of this egg. It seems to have like dark blue skin with these little like white patterns on it, almost like leopard spots. What do you do now? Now that you're like out of that room and you're like stepped back a bit, what are you doing?
I'm probably going to examine the egg dragon. I'm gonna call it an egg dragon now.
Mhm.
To try and see like trying to figure out how the shell works, because I was thinking maybe Aoife could try and pull the shell off, but that doesn't also feel like a good idea because they don't want to damage the dragon.
I'll
So
say if you give me I would probably say that this would be like a nature check, because it's you. Yes, that check that. Yes, Maddie, that is exactly what. Um, But yeah, it would be a check because this is something to do with the anatomy of like an animal, more or less. So you have +0 to it, so it's just a
Oh, right,
roll a
okay.
d20.
Okay. An 8. It was so close to being a 16.
I'll say you're like holding it and you're like unsure whether you should like try and pull the egg off when it kicks you and falls out of your grasp and goes and smashes on the ground.
Well, I mean, mission failed successfully.
And shaking itself, finally freed, you see that this small dragon gives a little crow of excitement and then looks up at you. It is purple and blue with like finned wings and like tail with like that like spreads out into almost like a diamond shape. It's got it's a blue underbelly with patterns that look like eyes on its like chest and like hands, and there seems to be like an eye on in the center of its forehead, where it's got like two small horns protruding, and it is looking up at you, and it sits there just for a moment, like silent, like stunned, because it's like out of the egg, looking up at you, and then it just pounces on you. What is your response?
Oh, well, they're gonna be like kind of looking at it, like they don't really know what to do. It's like, wow. Um, and they probably let out a little bit of a squeak or like
Yeah.
a yelp type of thing as it like pounces on them.
You do notice, like, as this has happened, you're like, wow, and look, and Bernice has a look that almost looks like a fucking really, like, just like this dog looks the most done that any person has ever.
Oh my
And she like looks up at you and looks back at the dragon, and she's like, nah, and turns around and starts to head back the way he's came.
Oh god. Okay. Um. All right. Yeah. Aoife's probably trying to figure out how the hell Bernice knew where it was, but then probably realizes, oh, dogs sense of smell, whatever. But yeah,
Mhm.
cool. Fuck yeah. Um,
But yeah,
I will.
for your reference, Jazz, this is the Watcher Dragon that you had
Yes,
as.
I did. I went straight to my Word doc, my Google Docs.
Yeah. But that is what your reference will be. Just imagine it as a baby.
Yeah. Okay,
So
I'm
much
gonna say
cuter proportions. Hmm.
it is a
Um,
baby.
mhm. Okay, so are you just heading straight back to the dorm?
Yeah, I think.
I will say you managed to make your way back to the dorm.
No.
What is going on, everyone? Everyone who is back at the dorm, did Shiro and
Sharon
Chaos
meets them
wake
just as they're
up?
coming back.
I don't know what you were doing
Yeah.
for a second. I had my glasses on. That was mean.
So Shiro's like, and immediately confronts you. Did you just wake up anyone else? Did you do anything else? What is Chaos doing?
I assume that Chaos would probably actually be trying to look around outside the common room, because if Shiro's doing the inside, he'll take the outside, and he'll
Yeah,
kind of like try and do a few rounds to like look for them.
yeah. I'll say while you're like, you're walking back and up this corridor for any sign of them, you see Bernice walking up to you, and Bernice kind of looks up at you, gives you like a little nod past you, and like as you're like watching them, they're just slowly going up the stairs, just like, and they look down at you and give you a little huff, and then turn into the main common room area. And probably 30 seconds later, Aoife walks down the corridor.
Where have you
What?
been?
Before you can even ask, it's just Shiro. Yes, where have you been? I thought you would have been asleep by now.
Your grandfather told me to look after you. How am I supposed to do that if you don't stay? At
Okay,
least
but
take
like,
me
where
along
were
with
you?
you.
This is a two-way street, buddy. Like, where the hell were you? You weren't
This is a
watching.
good question. Why were you up there?
Because you were supposed to be on watch. This is why I told you, be on watch.
You
At least Bernice
said
was with
that
you.
you were going to sleep tonight. If you run off in the middle of the night, how am I supposed to know that you were going to grieve?
I
You
wasn't
should have told
grieving.
me.
Disrespectfully, I am my own person. I feel like I am perfectly capable of going wherever I want. Thank you very much.
It is at this time that you two will have noticed that there is a dragon cradled in their arms.
Oh,
Oh,
congratulations.
Oh yeah, this is my egg dragon.
Congratulations.
have you decided a name yet?
A name.
Yes. You know, for your dragon?
Please, for the love
Is
of
that
God,
not
don't
clear?
do it. Don't do what I think you're gonna do, please.
Look, I haven't gotten that far yet.
Thank God.
Currently,
Okay.
it is going to be referred to as egg dragon. That's it. If you excuse me, I'm going to go back to my
Okay.
dorm.
And yeah, so Aoife walks past you and just goes up to their dorm and shuts the door behind them. When you make your way up to the communal area, you see that Bernice has stretched themselves out in front of the fire and just immediately gone to sleep. Do the two of you then go to your own bed?
No, I'm going to keep my watch for the rest of the night like I promised I would.
Mm-hmm.
But I will go and ensure and point to Shiro's bed and then look at Shiro expectantly.
Shiro, you feel like shit. You haven't slept in like 2.5 days.
Just give me
Your
1
skill
minute.
issue.
Just one second. And he'll walk over to Bernice and give Bernice a slight pat and goes, "Thank you for doing what I could not." I will.
Just a heads up, I'm heading out for 20 minutes, so don't remind me from anything. My Uber's just arriving, so I can go pick up my car. I'll be back.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you soon. But yeah, and Shiro, you go to bed. And Chaos, you wait the night. Morning comes round. As the morning comes round, Chaos, you feel fine. You know, you are on your on watch, but you do not get a level of exhaustion.
Old man sleeping on job.
It cuts to Shiro, like dead to the world in his room. But no, and people begin to wake up and make their way into like, the common, gather around, and like Bernice is still in the exact same spot they were the night before when you like them. Like they did not toss or turn at all during the night. Seems to be having a very solid sleep. Snoring just a little bit. Sable, when you wake up, I think Cade actually doesn't have their phone right now. That's right. Cade cannot respond.
They texted to me just a moment ago, so they should be here.
I will say, okay, yeah, they could probably hear. They just probably can't talk. But yeah, Sable, yeah, Bernice isn't lying at like the foot of your bed where they normally lie. And for everyone else is making their way down to the communal area. So yeah, everyone's down here. Like, seems to be chatting with Dumas. Actually, about playing war games, like about like stuff. It's like where you like simulate battle and you verse each other. Like, talking about how I definitely need to get like a set here for the room for the like communal area so that people can like verse each other in them. Isidor's still in her room. Angus is actually up and he's sitting with Bernice, just giving her like a big scratch and a big brush in the morning. And yeah. What is the people that are currently here and can talk doing?
At what point can he get up?
You can get up. You wake up after that. Mari, Dumas is a soldier. He might play diplomacy, but he also likes to punch shit.
He punched thing until dead.
I
knew the
Actually, wait.
game, not
You
just
know,
in
in the
Yeah?
previous days, what
Mhm.
was Shiro cooking with stuff that was like supplied?
Yeah.
Okay,
He was using a bit of his own stuff as well.
Yeah,
okay.
but there is stuff
Chaos.
like dried meats and cheeses, and there are like some spreads and stuff that are about, and some fresh. There's like
Okay,
ice cold water that's in this barrel.
Chaos
Um,
will be attempting to take Shiro's like turn of the cooking. However, he is gonna be burning something.
are you
He's definitely
okay?
running over.
Can
He's
you
definitely running
please
over and going.
can you please give me a sleight of hand check?
Yes. Just because like he wants to do a favor for Shiro because obviously he was like, you know, up pretty late. So he's like, you know what, I'll cook a meal for my buddy. But he can't cook it. Okay. Sleight of hand. A 9.
Yeah, I'll say that you've got like 3 different pans on at the moment because like Shiro seemed to just be like making a lot quickly, and you're
Mhm.
like, how hard can it be? And while you're doing it, yeah, something is burning. It's like even got to the point where like Dumas and Yarrick are kind of stopping, and Yarrick's walking over like, oh, lass, I don't think that something should be burning like that. And Shiro is like at hit the doorway, like, I can smell something burning in the kitchen, and is like running over.
Okay,
Um,
friend.
yeah.
Hmm?
You've
What?
done enough.
No, no, this is, trust me, it is fine. It can be a delicacy for you because you need your rest. It's fine. I can take over. No
Shiro,
problem.
you don't know how, but this egg is somehow burnt and run at the same time.
Ah, right.
Yeah, like
So
not done cooked, but blackened.
so they can cook. They can cook an egg for the first time again.
You're like, thank God this doesn't count.
Mm. It's okay. I enjoy this. Thank you for the rest, and thank you for taking shift.
Of course, it is no
Mhm.
problem to me.
I can take over
Uh,
cooking. I enjoy
okay.
it.
All right,
Mhm.
as you insist. And he will like step aside and slowly hand over the.
Mhm. No, cool. Who do we actually have here currently? Because Jack just went. Um,
Oh, sorry.
Sable. No, it's okay. Sable is not present to talk.
Yes,
Ice is not
I am.
here. Oh, you have returned.
Return.
Cool.
The second you said my name, I just like,
Return of Sable.
yeah.
Okay, we do have 4, so I will keep going because eventually Jack will come back as well. But okay, cool. We'll just finish this. What were you
Sorry, I'm
guys
back.
saying? That's okay. What were you guys saying? Sure.
Just what was the trainer's name again? The spirit.
Oh, let me put Akio, like Akio, Akio.
Hey. Thank you.
Mm.
Okay, wait. What? So what was happening?
So yeah, I thought you were talking to Chaos about it. If not, the morning continues on as it had been. As your mornings have been here, it's not a super early morning, but you're able to have time to sit around and talk with each other. Dee Dee comes down a little bit later, like a big fluffy white robe that she's wearing, and she's got like an eye mask that she's just like kind of pushed up to her forehead. Um we'll get to that in a moment, Cade. But as like the eye mask is pushed up to her forehead, she's got this big robe on, and she's like, "Who's burning something? I thought." And she like sees Shiro in the kitchen. "Oh, honey, was that a one-time thing? You can't ever cook again." And she sees that
No,
Chaos, you've turned, and you're the one holding the front end with the burning shit in it. And they're like, "Ah, I see. If if you're cooking
would
up
you like to
again this
try
morning."
some? It should be
I'm
good.
sorry, I have high standards. Sorry, darling.
Higher standard. And he kind of like
Yeah.
looks down at the pan and just kind of like stares at it for a long moment, thinking like, what does she mean high standards?
She kind of gives you like a little bit of like a look and looks back at Shiro and goes, "If you're offering, hun, I wouldn't mind having something for breakfast as well. If not, we can always go to the mess hall and pick up something for the morning." And Yarek's like, "Yeah, I hope that they have something up there that maybe we can bring back, and maybe I can show off my slow roast techniques. Shiro, you seem like you'd be the kind who'd enjoy a good brine, good brining, and then seasoning, having a meat cooked over 48 hours, falls apart to the touch."
Of course, friend.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No one can resist my meat.
Oh,
And he's like walking down. Um, and it's probably been an hour since like most of you woke up. Angus is like chilling over here on the couch, and not really up to much. But every now and then, I will say chaos. Now that you've kind of taken like a back foot to Shiro's cooking, still being there. You notice that Angus every now and then is just summoning like a little ball of fire on the tip of his finger and launching it into the fireplace. And it's not making it react horribly. But he's just going and like launching it, and it goes into the fire, and then after a little bit you see him pull up a little snowflake like on the tip of his finger, and he like launches it into the fire, and the fire like almost completely peters out but then starts up again, and he's just like casually, almost lazily launching these little spells into the fire.
He's gonna like go up towards him and just kind of stare at the fire for a moment before he goes, "Can you not make up your mind? Is that the problem here? Or
Oh no. No, I just can't wait till we get to our magic classes, because I was already actually on track to be here to go to this academy.
you what they would call the
A
Nerd.
prodigy, yes.
oh, that was not the word I was
Oh,
going to
but
use.
it's the
But
correct descriptor.
okay. Uh, so magic is your thing then? Yes.
Yeah, I would say so. And he like launches like another little bolt of fire into the fireplace.
Hmm. Do
Have you got any
you?
proficiency for magic?
I specialize in some minor things, but not
Hmm.
fire. No.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Shame?
Um.
No. Then he kind of like looks at himself and like all the greenery on him and is just like kind of like
Oh yeah, I guess that would
not
be like a danger to your aesthetic.
as
Got to respect the fit. And he's just like not really like he's engaging with you, like he's just still casually flicking these minus like cantrips and spells into the fire.
Do you not waste yourself when you do this?
Oh no, this doesn't cost me anything, and I'm already a pretty successful mage, so I can already cast a fair few spells.
Ah, I see. Do you know when we start the magic?
I would hope that it would be sometime soon, because everyone who bonds to a dragon gets inherent magical gifts. So I would hope that that would happen soon. And literally, while he's um, you hear that the front door to like your like quarters, the big wooden door, like opens up, and you can hear the sounds of footsteps. And he's like, "Oh, yep, perfect timing as always." And in this space that is that like at your like entrance, the throat of the entrance to this area, is actually standing one of the second years. And this is one of the second years, actually, Chaos, that you briefly spoke to at the initial ceremony, who was like, geez, Farron did his like disappearing when the lights turned
Oh,
on
yeah,
thing
yeah.
again.
Mm.
Um, and they're just patiently standing here waiting as Yarrick and Dumas and Dee Dee and stuff have like seen that they're there. Dee Dee at this point has changed into like a stunning outfit. It's almost like a ball gown, and it's like bright red. And she's like, "Oh, darlings, it seems like perhaps our oh, what's the word? Um, damn, the person who's going to lead us to our classes here." Um,
The
and so
cavalry's here.
yeah, so
Our
basically,
guide?
no, 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 it's fine. I can't think of the word, but I'm not going to let that bog me down. Uh, for reference, the things that you really missed is Shiro and Chaos went up to a graveyard, and Aoife almost got
It
their
was
egg crushed under a giant hammer.
oh cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I was there for the other stuff, not for the Aoife stuff. I just wanted to know where the fuck my dog was.
Bernice,
Sable waking up in the morning being like, "Where's Tobias? Where's
yeah,
my husband?"
Bernice is currently actually sitting on the couch with like next to Angus, and he's like gently like rubbing her head, but like every now and then launching a spell with his other hand into the fire.
Sable is standing there from afar outside their door, and they go, "Traitor."
And you say that as Bernice like hops down off the couch and comes walking over to you, and gives you like a little bonk with her head.
Bonk, bonk. Sable's like, "Oh, did you have a good sleep? Did you have a nice long night's sleep?"
The being this close, you look like you can see the look on her face, and she like looks at you and like just gives you like a long stare, and then looks away from you. Like you know that she's a little annoyed.
Oh, did the Wade not sleep last night?
She does seem a bit tired, actually, like more so than usual.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Mhm.
Guide dog asleep on the job.
It is at this point that the person who has just come into this room, whose name is Arvin, from the brief introductions that you guys had, Dumas actually walks up and gives him a fist bump, and it's like, "Well, Arvin, it is good to see you again. What are you doing here?" Um, and Arvin is like standing, looking out towards everyone, and goes, "Well, it seems like everyone's making fast friends. I would like to ask everyone if that they could follow me. We're going to be heading to your first combat class. And I
Ah,
sometimes work with Lorenzo. He is going to be one of your combat instructors. You'll also meet Aaron. That's the other combat instructor, but a little bit outside my ballpark. But if you could all follow me, we can head to the class for the day."
I shall follow.
hmm and basically, Arvin is just like walking through the corridor a much similar way that it's actually almost the exact same path Chaos and Shira that you took last night. Um, you get all the way up into the top area, and you like on the third floor. And as you walk out, you do see that there's like a small like private graveyard, and you continue forward past this first little secluded area into the more open like battle arena, and standing in this room is a turtle man, who some of you might have noticed at the initial ceremony, and he's standing there with a staff, like a quarter staff in front of him, and on his shoulder is sitting a small spiked red dragon. um And as everyone's walking in, Arvin's like, "Please, everyone, make yourself comfortable. Uh, he's a little slow, so um, And he has a little chuckle to himself, and he goes, "So just give him a moment, but class can soon begin." And as everyone enters and gathers around, standing in the center of this space is I'm just on the map. is Lorenzo. There we go. And this. Sorry, I'm just
Hi,
setting
Lorenzo.
he will introduce himself in but a moment. He is like, it's good to see students with tardiness. Thank you for being here on time. Today, we will go over your combat abilities. Do we have any volunteers? And like when you're looking at this man, or this turtle man, he seems to be wearing like a puffy like vest and almost like a button, almost like a white button-up shirt underneath it, and what look like dress pants that are like rolled up to about his knee, almost like they're custom made, like because he's got like his tortoline feet, like he doesn't actually wear shoes. And he has what seems to be a very clearly a toupee on top of his head. And he's got these big, large, like inch thick glasses on his face, and like a pipe in his mouth.
Are they like rounded glasses?
No, they almost look like the shape of sunglasses, but they're very clearly prescription.
Okay, interesting.
It's like the more
What-
squared shapes.
What would it be to
have
judge?
any volunteers? Sorry, what were you saying?
What would it be to judge battle capabilities?
Basic. What do you mean? Like his or
Yeah, his.
your own? You can give me an insight check if you want. What did you roll?
I'm still looking for insight.
Is it like a straight
Oh, there.
toupee or like what?
It's wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. Counting math. 18.
Looking at him, this seems to be someone who, like, with your experience of like taking notice of like the little details when you're on hunts, you notice stuff like his shell that you can like see on the back half of him has a lot of marks and scuffs, and he does seem to have like small scars all over his like thick like leathery skin. On like the side of his face, like you actually can see as he's like turning around asking who volunteer, he has a scar that like almost runs through his eye, but it like curves around like on his cheekbone instead. Or like the equivalent of.
Yeah.
And he's got like thick calloused hands, and the staff that he's holding seems well used. You'd say that this is probably at least someone who's decently capable in combat. He has also been chosen to be your like combat instructor, so you know he's probably no slouch.
Yeah.
But that's probably all you can discern. He is a turtle man, and he does seem to be a bit older as well.
Nick is trying to tell you that this is Master Oogway. That's really what he's getting at here.
Right.
He just doesn't want to say it.
Well, I was going to say the extra thing, the two extra important details that you're about from that is on his wrists seem to be cuffs with chains attached to them. Only 2 or 3 links down, but they are actually on his wrist.
Hell no, he a freak.
on both of them, and on his shoulder, that small dragon that was sitting there is small and red, covered in black spikes, and the tips of all these spikes are blackened. And this dragon has like small, thin eyes, and it's like gazing out everywhere, almost looking really angry. And he's like staff is out, extended in front of him as he's turning, pointing at each of you, very, very slowly rotating around the circle. He wants a volunteer to like come up and try and attack him.
Oh, like just without warning, or like
Yeah.
to?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
He's
Just
given-
step forward.
He's given the invite. All right, young one. Give us your best shot. You can roll the hit if you would like.
All right. Hit. It'd be Dex, right?
No, for your weapon, yeah. Yeah, hang on, quick roll
Right.
check. You should actually be able to look. Yeah, just roll a d20 plus 5.
Plus 5. 16.
As you're like standing there and you come within like arm's reach of him, and you like you had your dagger, right?
Yeah.
You like stab like into like you step up and like go to stab him, and as you do, the knife like ricochets off of like his shell, and he leans forward, grabs you, and then suplexes you over his shoulder, like much quicker than he has been moving up to this point. Almost like in a flash, as it like ricochets off of him, he's leaned over and grabbed you and is over his shoulders and suplexes you over him. And can you give me a contested grapple? So it's just, it should.
Grapple.
So you will need to roll an athletics or an acrobatics. I just have to roll an athletics because I'm initiating.
Well, it'll be acrobatics, and it is a 12, if I'm counting correctly.
As he like flips you over, you slam into the ground and air's driven out of your body, and he rolls like on his shell up over into the mount on top of you and puts the staff at your throat, and then turns to the others and goes, "Making assumptions will be the death of you. Don't assume just because I'm a turtle man that talks slowly that I can't move quickly." All right, and he stands up and he helps Shiro to his feet.
Damn, Shiro lost aura.
He gives a slight bow.
Now that we have that out of the way, I will be your combat instructor. My name is Lorenzo, as some of you know. Thank you, Arvin, for giving introductions before. And this is my dragon, Spite. And the dragon on his shoulders kind of like turns and like gives everyone like a fucking death glare. Now, today we're going to do a little exercise. But first, I need to find out what everyone's strengths and weaknesses. So, we're going to go around the circle. Starting with, and he puts that Dumas. And he's like, "You, what kind of combat abilities or experience do you have?" And Dumas steps forward and goes, "Yes, sir. I was a soldier for 36 years. We did not learn specialized individual combat, but I am familiar with your basic martial weapons. If I had my own, I would attempt to do a feint attack to catch you unprepared. I work best as a melee fighter." And he points towards Isidore. And she goes, I don't know. I
Back.
got. Hello, welcome back.
Hello. Yep.
Hello.
That's good. Good to be back. You're back just in time, actually. Points towards Isidore, and she goes, "Naturally, I received classes on self-defense. And most of the skills, though, I've received are as a general or someone to operate the flow of combat. Basic defense skills, but more spending time on technical stuff. More sleight of hand, refined skills." All right. Points to Angus, and Angus is like, "I'm a wizard. I could kill anyone here if I wanted to,
What the
but I
fuck
won't."
up?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, make me. You won't.
Nick. No, Mario's not even here. I was like, Mario, do I do this?
He's like, "You willing to throw hands? You ready to die for this?"
Can I fight
Okay,
him?
damn, Angus.
And I fight him.
Yeah,
I'm
Going
bullying
off.
this damn
Angus
child.
looks
Going
Angus looks
to die.
pumped for combat class, I will say.
What?
I just, even with like him ranting about this, even like threatening him, she just does not give any sense of like, like she's intimidated. She's just like, okay, sure, you have magic, cool.
Yeah,
If you want
yeah.
it, I will get over this.
No, okay. 1v1 me later after class.
I'll just slap the
But
shit out of him.
Angus is most like, yeah, I specialize in magic. You know, that's like my expertise. They'd go to Lion. Lion would say something along the lines of, "Yeah, I was trained as a monk. I am probably best as like physical combat, like getting up close and punching the shit out of someone." Um, we round to Dee Dee. Sorry, just give me one moment. Dee Dee's like,
Getting into
"Oh,
character.
Thal, my expertise is in talking to people. I operate best being able to manipulate one's actions and through the power of words and music. I took a little bit of time experimenting as a bard at one of the colleges, but you know, and it wasn't really the thing that was driving home.
Oh my god, she's
Uh,
been a bard this whole time.
yeah.
Being fabulous.
What class did
Wow,
you think
fuck,
she was going to be?
I didn't think of any class for her yet, and then now I'm like, how did I not notice that earlier?
Yeah.
I was
Uh,
just thinking, this is so sad. We don't have a bard.
Blind bard.
And Lorenzo points at Aoife. Aoife, what would you say that your special, like you are a sorcerer, but how would Aoife describe their ability?
I think Aoife would be really hesitant at first, because like the whole thing around their gauntlet and arm, but then they would slowly come out and say that they're a sorcerer. And like
More suited to like not being on the front lines. You're not like a
yeah, like I think I'm a sorcerer. I'm
yes.
not on the front line. I'm
Mhm.
and then like clutching their arm, like really nervously, I guess, which is sort of out of character. I think it's like they only really act like that around their
Yeah, okay.
their.
After your brief explanation, he like points to Yarrick. Like he's letting it linger a little bit, but not enough where it becomes like so. Like you know, everyone's pretty quickly going through their abilities. And he turns to Yarrick and he's like, "What about you? What are yours?" And Yarrick goes, well, I suppose in my youth I did spend some time roughing it up with the other men about my age. I don't know. I would say I'm pretty strong. I can inspire people to do their best. I don't know. I wouldn't say I have any particular skills in combat, or I like to make other people feel good about themselves. And Lorenzo kind of gives a little bit of a like a slight frown at that, and points towards Isa. What would you say your abilities are?
She would say she is more of a fighter, both in hand to hand and with the blade. She would even like say, even with a simple shield, she could still disarm and overpower opponents with her own abilities.
Nice, nice. He points towards Amber, and Amber's like, yeah, I ran my shop for a bunch of years. I don't know. I wouldn't say that I'm particularly specialized in anything, but I guess if I had to be anything, I guess I'd say, yeah, I would probably be similar to Dee Dee. I spent some time in a college, but I decided to pursue my own business instead. You know, felt much more me than being stuck in a rigid schooling system. She says, like very pointedly at him. Yeah, felt much better to do my own thing. And then they point towards chaos. What would you say your special, like your capabilities are?
I am very well versed in hunting. tracking, combat in general, I would say. But there's like a long pause in between each thing that he's saying, and he's kind of like choosing his words fairly carefully, you know. But he's gonna leave it mostly at just that.
You'll say you're good at like hunting and stuff, and Dee Dee says, "Not a cooking though." That's definitely not in your ballpark,
Like you just
honey.
hear a creak as his like helmet turns towards TD.
I'm just calling it how it is.
I'm just imagining
She's
one
giving you a
eye
playful
glowing.
smile.
Hero snickers silently.
He points at you and goes, "All right, now what are your abilities? I would guess actually that you would be a rogue or a hunter of some kind, based on the way you approached me."
Dexterous, agile,
Mm,
and striking.
good,
Weak
good.
points are my specialty.
Well, you'll like
But-
Aaron, and the other teacher's actually in this room, like leaned up against the wall currently. Gives you a small wave when you turn to look at them. It's like, she'll probably be your more specialized teacher for this. Mine are more general. And he then points towards Sable. And what would you say your experience in combat is? What would your specialties be?
I sometimes hit the animals that might try to bother sheep.
Yeah, he asked Sable, the person who's never been in an actual fight.
Sable is like clutching onto their staff,
Fainting.
and they keep the only thing they can do is like a show of what they do is just the meekest little like tap to the ground, being like, "Yeah, this is what I do if another animal was bothering my sheep."
Clutching on
Parcel types level.
He gives a little bit of a like a disappointed like sigh almost. He's like, right, well, everyone needs to start. So
They're like, "What do you want from me? I'm blind."
mhm.
They're literally doing the. You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
So, what we're actually about to do now, and this is actually a thing that Maddie and I talked about, might need to be there. There will be a reason, for, though you guys aren't currently aware. Lorenzo is going to say, "Can each of you please separate into your different teams? I understand that we have different groups at the moment, Talons and Fangs, I believe." So everyone's going to move into their respective groups.
Yes.
I am just doing stuff on the map, just so I can keep track of where everyone is.
God, why am I teamed with the guy I hate? That sucks.
Why am I teamed with that bird that I hate?
That fucking bird that I hate.
And you'll like this actually, Isa. He's gonna be like, "I'm sorry to change things up. I know it's only a few in, but Mr. Angus, could you please come down here?" And Angus kind of looks at him like, "Of course, sir. How can I help you?" "We've already received a complaint about some attitude issues that you've been having, so we're actually going to be exchanging you with one of the other students to fix the team up. Lion, the troublemaker that I've been hearing about. We have to split you and Amber up because you two have already been breaking rules. So, Angus and Lion are swapping rooms and team.
Oh.
Oh damn!
Right.
So,
I get the Chaos Child instead.
Aww, that's my baby. I want Angus back.
No.
Yeah.
I'm the one. God damn it! I like him.
Angus is ours now.
Yeah. I will say there are two
Can we swap
people
up?
in your group, Sable, who do not like Angus.
And I'm disappointed in them, not Angus.
This does also help even us up a little bit on having 3 players versus 3 players on each team. So
Rude.
there is a reason in universe, but it also just makes it easier this.
Yay!
So what is going to happen is you guys are going to, in your individual like dorm group, like in your group of 6, you're going to split into 2 teams. In the other group of 6, you're going to split into 2 teams, and there's going to be 2 combats that happen. If all 3 players from each side wish to be in the same team, we'll just ignore the other combat, and I can tell you how that one ends. But if you're like, oh, for example, if one team had 2 mages and no frontline fighter, you might have with one of the other player characters. But basically, using skills are, have a little discussion and talk about who you want to send in. Actually, you know what? This will be a better thing. There is going to be a 3-on-3 battle. Send in your 3 best people to fight and win. And whoever wins will get a prize.
Ooh,
Like
prize.
whichever team wins. So, I am going to say, I need to remember which group is fucking which. Because
it's in the. So it's in. I just had it. It's in the
Character creation.
in the Discord,
character
is it not?
creation.
Yes.
Character creation. Yeah.
There's anything that got solidified the other day.
We are Team Fangs. Nibble.
Sweet. So
Nibble, chomp, chomp.
for team
Chomp, chomp.
talents, who would you like to send in for the combat? Oh, sorry. I feel like it's one of these things where it's like, I don't want this to be a 12-person combat, but I also don't want it to just be. You know what? Do a 4-on-4. So you can do you 3 and 1 NPC. So
Okay, so we have
Send him
Amber,
in.
Doodoo, and Angus now,
to
right?
choose from. Yep. And the Fangs have Duma, Isidore, and Yarrick to choose from. Actually, because Lion's not here, I'm going to automatically put in Duma because they kind of fulfill the same role.
Fair enough.
This way, I don't want to have to do a 12-person combat this early on for our first combat.
Valid. Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
mean, hey, if you want DD, we could have DD. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Let's do DD.
It's just lucky today.
Didi's like, well, if you really want me to, I can come in. I won't say I have much experience doing combat, but I'll offer a hand where I can. And for the Fangs, who would you like to choose?
Alright.
Between Isidore and Yarrick to like join your group for this combat.
Who do you want as our ally? I feel like Isidore would sounds the better option because she has more dragon experience.
Is it dragons or people fighting?
People.
It is people fighting. You cannot ride your dragons yet. Your dragons are actually all currently just like hanging out like near you.
Oh, what the
They
frick?
will not be engaged in the combat.
Jack, we're not
Good
gonna
dog.
ride dragons that are the size of our hands.
Well, I mean, like,
Good dog.
would, I'm just saying Isidore would have.
Isidore's dragon is larger than everyone else.
Yeah, well, we're not saying that, but I meant like, you know,
I think he meant like Pokemon battle style.
I just have the.
Pulls
I
out the
feel like
switch
I.
ready to go.
Isidore's got the better
I knew
IVs
you
on their
meant more
fucking
like
dragon.
Pokemon battle style, but it was
I'll throw
still
my dragon like a
magic
puck.
the other.
How's that for IVs?
But yeah, so
Who do you want?
Isidore on that team then, or do you want Yarrick?
I feel like Isidore would have more combat experience with Farron because, you know, granddaughter of Farron. What do you think? I'm just trying to. Cade?
Question: would she like even agree if we asked her though?
Why don't
Like,
you
would she
ask
just-
her and find out?
Okay, can
You have better relations, go.
Okay, people just walking up to the actual princess, and they are like visibly sweating, just a teensy bit. There's Bernice beside them, and they're like standing ramrod straight, and like, oh yeah, by the way, they normally stand at 6 foot because of something like that, because of slouching. They have stood at their full height now, and they're like looking at her, but also don't know if they should be bowing. So they do like a jerky motion back and forth, and they just go, "Do you want to be on our team, please?"
Isidore looks up from like what she was doing, which is probably just like
Deer in the
inspecting her own
headlights.
cuticles. And when you like look, she looks up and goes, That's a cute dog. Yeah, I'll help you guys.
You just
And
see
walk up.
Goodness,
Sable
Carrie.
deflate, like
A
they were
flight.
holding in this giant breath, and they go, and like keels back into a slouch, and then they do
Deer
like
in the
a
headlights.
little, they do a little like bow, and then like kind of like try to shuffle back to their spot.
No,
Mhm.
king glitching.
my anxious icon. This is
But
their
with-
first time talking to a woman, guys. Give them a chance.
I will say, with that, I will start streaming this for anyone who is not
perfect.
able to watch or able to just even pull it up.
Participate.
Okay. That should be good. You guys should see the
Well,
battle
this isn't
screen.
fair. They get Bernice. We're
no,
screwed.
no, Bernice will be sitting on the sidelines. Bernice
What
is
the
too
fuck?
old.
How am I meant to fight? No, I'm kidding.
Bernice is too old an old lady to get in your fucking scraps. So,
Get Bernice
Ha-
To
out
be
of
fair,
there.
I think that would be harder for Sable, anyways.
yeah. So, can everyone roll for initiative?
Oh, true.
Yes.
Shiro will make it. We'll pull out a blindfold for Sable if he has
Me
to.
and my -1 initiative are gonna have so much fun,
I can't.
especially because you took my aid.
yeah.
Is it
Well, you
plus-
I
can't
go
have.
like, oh, it's actually fine because they've got their dog. No,
No dogs this time.
Is initiative plus?
It is
Does it
D20
have a
plus
modifier?
the dexterity modifier.
Ah,
I got a 4.
Oh.
15.
I got a
13.
12.
So Shiro got
Evan.
a-
I'm putting 13 in chat just to know initiative so you can calc it up.
yeah.
Oh, actually, I'll put it in this chat. It's probably a better area.
Okay, sorry. So, okay. Just so I can hear it again. What did Aoife get?
A 4.
Okay, cool.
Not my
What did Chaos get?
12.
12. Yep. Sweet. What did Isa get?
I put it in main chat. Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
Aha, outspeed you. By 1.
Yeah, you
Okay.
outsped the opponent, so that is actually good.
Wait, is Farron here, or is that just he's just
These are just down just for the sake of
okay.
having the tokens. They're not
Okay, because I was
actually-
about to be like, if Farron's watching us,
No. I'll put it on
Yeah,
the border.
exactly.
I'll put these on the border so they're much clearer. Like if they're on the very
Yeah.
edge, they're not physically here.
okay. But seeing that though, it reminds me of, the audio from Boss Baby where it's like, at every dinner, I'll be there. I'll be there. That's like just Farron in the background of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there.
Oh, I'm missing. We got Aoife, Chaos, Shiro, Isa, Didi, Duma, Isidore.
Sable.
Sable. Yeah, so what did Sable get?
Oh, yeah.
7.
Oof.
I got a carry here.
Okay, Aoife got 4. Okay,
Yeah,
You're slowest. That means I get to
Okay.
laugh at you. That's how it works.
just two girl failures.
literally.
You say I'm slow
Ow.
now. Wait until Bubby is bigger, and then I'm gonna rock your shit.
I gotta
fuck.
rock your shit.
It's just gonna be Bubby and Sable hiding on the side of a wall, waiting for you to walk by, just
I
for
gotta-
shits and gigs.
I gotta kick in your ass.
No, being a bully is my job.
As you guys are all
They're
lining
not
up,
even
and
bullying you. They just want to hang out.
as you guys are all lining up and preparing, and Lorenzo's kind of standing between the two of you, Angus calls out, "Kick Ice's ass! You guys have got this.
Fucking little
They
shit.
ain't got shit. They're chumps."
Did he just
and
say to kick the princess's ass?
No, Isa.
Sable does say that too.
I
Oh,
think
God.
I'm the one targeted here.
Amber's like, "Yeah, get them, guys. You can win. We can win that prize."
Sable for real just believes that Isa, and the princess. They know that they're different people, but if they're standing kind of far away and they hear someone mention either of their names, they're like,
True.
I definitely know which one they're talking to.
Mm. One is black, so I hope you can tell the difference.
No,
Way
but
to
they're
put it.
both grumpy and have the same start to their names, so they just hear
Yeah.
people mentioning it, the two of them, and they're like, grumpy
Yeah.
mean person, grumpy mean lady. There's so many mean women here, I don't know what to do.
To my daughter. She's baby.
Okay, so with how this is currently laid out, you are just like space yourself out however you want. You just cannot get within 30 feet of each other. So there has to be these 5 squares between all of you. So how would you like to that's the minimum. If you want, like your mages can take extra distance if they would like. So how would you like to set you guys up? Dumar is going to stay on the front line, and I'll say Dee Dee is going to step back.
I think I'm gonna go back here.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Okay,
can't get
cool.
Angus, I'm going for Shiro. Bitch
Yeah.
fight me.
Oh, excellent.
Charlie's wanted this for a while.
Angus is like, look, they've got a big ego. Just fucking goad them, and you'll be able to catch them off guard.
She's just here.
When did Angus get so like
Aggressive.
that? What did
Me.
I miss?
Bro
When
was
did he
pumped.
become a crash out?
He was the most likely to crash out here.
He's
Yeah,
been here for like 3 days. How is he already a crash out? Wait for the first year to be done, ho.
Yours Purley did it all.
Okay,
just-
if this is how we would like the setup to be, Lorenzo is going to raise his staff and be like, 3, 2, 1, and begin. And the combat starts as he takes a step back.
Ooh.
The first 2 to move are Dumas and Isidore. And Dumas is going to move forward the 30 feet and stand in front of Chaos. And he is going to draw back the long sword that he currently has. Oh, are we moving Aoife to the front line?
Oh, I thought I wasn't supposed to move yet. My bad.
No. It's like you chose your starting position.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it's just had to be the minimum of 30 feet between us. And he's going to pull out his 2-handed longsword, and he is going to swing and see if he hits. Okay, so that is a 6.
No,
plus 2,
that
so an 8.
definitely
So
does not hit.
Well done, buddy.
he steps forward, and he as he goes to hit, he is off put a little bit by Hero stepping forward as well, on the flank. So his sword actually glances past and doesn't actually connect with you. But Isidore, as she runs up, actually there we go.
What would they mark? I was getting mad.
Actually,
I'll be alright,
steps
don't
in
worry.
and slides across the the polished stone and pulls out a stiletto dagger and goes to drive it up into your armor.
Oh my gosh. Intent to kill.
Oh, okay, so a 21, I'm assuming, will hit.
Yeah,
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
Cool.
that'll
Don't
hit.
worry, it's not massive damage. I actually don't think this could even kill you in one hit. Oh, she is flanking, so she does have sneak attack, so that you may be already out of combat. Chaos.
We took the big one down. Let's go.
Okay, so that is a 3, 4, 5 damage plus. Where is my other one? Okay, you're going to take 7 damage.
Okay, I'm
from
okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm
I'm
alright, guys. Don't worry.
I'm still
You
alive.
do not sound alright, bro.
I'm alright. I'm alright. Don't
Mhm.
even worry.
Guys, I'm gonna be screwed for this.
Mm.
I
It is-
forgot
it
that
is-
our hit points are so low at level 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
this
also
combat
forgot
was
that.
never going to be very long. But
Yeah.
it's at that point, seeing the damage you've just taken, Dee Dee is going to run up, and she is going to make this almost this as she puts her hands together and pulls them apart. There's threads between all of her fingers, and she pulls them apart in these threads of light and presses her hands against your back, and is going to cast Healing Touch on you. Or what is it? Is it Healing Touch? Just let me double check her. It's Cure Wounds, that's it, yeah. So she is actually going to attempt to try and heal you back some of that damage you just took. And you get max healing, so you get 8 damage, 8 health. So
This is great. Okay,
You guys
I'm
aren't
fine,
locked in
guys.
enough. What
See?
the fuck?
okay, cool. But that is actually she is actually going to then take another like 10. Oh no, if she moves, she will get opportunity attacked. Probably not good. So yeah, she's come up and she has given you that.
Mhm.
But after that, Shiro, it is your turn. As a rogue, if you flank someone, or like if you get to here or to the other side of someone, you can use your sneak attack
Yeah,
because
I
you'll
was
have
thinking.
advantage.
Yeah, I was
Um,
thinking of Dumar if I could get sneak attack on Dumar.
Damn.
yeah. Okay.
There goes my
Sweet.
allies already.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Mhm. Rapier is probably the best. Question mark?
You can choose whatever weapon you would like. It's up to you. I can't play your character for. This is the part where I have
Sure.
to let you guys run in the wind.
I'm
Leave
just
have
gonna
the
no
wind
longer
in your
take the wheel.
have the wind in your hair.
Where is?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Hit. Would it be? Is there a modifier to hit or?
Yeah, depending. You said you're using your rapier.
that
Yeah.
is the
So
one.
for your rapier, if you look in the center of your screen, you should see that there
Right.
under your health, there's a thing that says there's like a spot that has like rapier, short bow, dagger. You have a
Yeah.
+5.
5. Okay. It'd be a 14.
Okay, a 14 is not going to hit. Like as you come forward, you like step forward with your rapier, and he like catches it in like in like his elbow as like the point still stabs like into the mail that he's
Yeah.
wearing, but he's managed to like slow it down by like gripping the blade like almost like with his bicep, just in that brief moment, and then he like shoves you back a bit, as you pull the blade back. He has got some superficial cuts but nothing that would have been like an actual major.
Yeah.
Um, cool. Okay, cool. So it is then. Is there anything else?
Can I use a bonus action or?
You can use a
I
bonus
think it's.
action. Mhm.
Ooh.
Can
You get to
you remove?
use an action, a bonus action, and a reaction on your like during combat. The
Right.
reaction can only be done on someone's turn.
Yeah.
But you have full access to a movement, an
Mhm.
action, and a bonus action on this turn.
Alright. I guess trying to go bonus action strike on.
So like an
We'll go.
offhand attack.
Yeah.
Cool. You would just roll a d20. You don't get
No
plus.
modifiers.
No, you get +3. You just don't get your
Yeah.
proficiency,
Right.
and it must be with your dagger because it's light.
Oh wait. There's a proficiency bonus.
Don't
Go for the
worry.
bar.
Yeah, it just means that instead of +5, you have a +3.
Oh right.
Yeah, because you still have a high dexterity, so you're good.
Um. 8.
Cool. The 8 doesn't hit. Like as
Mm.
he's like kind of shoved you back a little bit. You brought up the blade, like slashed him, but it's just
Yeah.
gone against like the mail against his side. It hasn't actually like penetrated through.
Yeah.
Both strikes that could have been very effective,
Mm.
but just because of the armor he's wearing and his little experience, they just kind of glance. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. It would now be Ice's turn.
Yes. All right. She would definitely go for Shiro. Definitely knowing that her allies have just gone immediately after Kara. She'll go, man, better go after at least the other fighter. And I will just use a simple scimitar attack slash.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Roll to
And
hit.
is that D20 to hit armor class, I'm presuming?
Yeah, so you roll a d20 and then you add whatever your plus is for your weapon. So
Yeah.
depending on what you're attacking with, like if you
Yeah.
were to attack with your scimitar, you have a +5.
Yeah. Sorry, this keeps hitting my keyboard. Let me just.
It's all good. I
That
also don't expect this to be like the smoothest
is
combat ever, considering it is our first. So
yeah.
feel free to make as many
21.
mistakes as possible. Um,
Was
does a
that the
21 hit your AC, Charlie?
It sure does because it's
Spoiler.
currently at 14.
Yeah.
18
Nick,
right there.
just remember that you're streaming as well, okay?
Yeah, should. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh well.
Bro forgot we can't see the secret source.
Yeah. It's
The
fine.
source.
I will endeavor to remind myself.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Just one more too.
That's I
Mhm.
roll for damage.
Mm.
So,
Yes, because you have hit, you get to roll for damage.
so I rolled a 3. Is that a +3? What the fuck does
No,
that work?
you would roll 3 plus your, because it's a dexterity based weapon.
Yep.
You'd
Yeah,
add your dex modifier to the damage.
dexterity. So that's 4 damage. That'd be
Yeah.
4.
Okay, so Charlie, you mark off 4 damage. Like you take 4 damage, so you got to mark.
Yay! I am currently at half health.
That was a good strike. Is there anything else that Isa can do on their turn?
No.
Okay, Chaos. It is now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my Crescent Cleaver on which bitch hit me? Isidore. I'm going
Princess.
to hit that bitch. I don't care.
Sorry.
Right. Roll to hit plus the attack bonus. That is 23. I'm guessing that hits. Yes?
Yes, that
damn.
does hit.
Alright,
yeah.
cool.
Nice.
Alright. And then that is 1d8 plus. This is great. That is 11 damage.
Hell yeah.
Cool. So
My
as
God.
she's like run forward and like done this, like spun the dagger and like driven it up in your armor, because like this all happens simultaneously.
Mhm.
She's done that and she's like sunk in the dagger, and as she like pulls it free, Dee Dee like presses their hands on your back as you bring the cleaver and just full catch them in the torso, and she like spins away, a little bit of blood like splaying out as she falls unconscious, having been like tossed away from you. So she is unconscious on the ground.
Oh damn, bro.
Okay.
Dead.
Goodness.
Is there anything
Um,
else you would like to do for your turn?
No, I'm gonna stay in front of the other teammates. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll stay there.
Being a
Okay,
shield, what
cool.
the heck?
I have to.
That would then
Big
bring
deal.
it to Sable's turn.
Walk in.
Oh well, I don't think Easter's gonna like what I'm about to do, but Sable has never even been in a fight before, and they enter a like fight or flight response because they have no idea what's happening, and they activate this by accident, but they activate their hidden step that they get from their race, which is a bonus action where they turn invisible until their next turn or until they're attacked or make like any type of damage roll or make someone else make a saving throw. So they just like in the background of all of this, they're like watching it and they go, and then they just disappear.
It's literally just this. Vanish away.
Yeah, they disappear. Like
What
you
the
just look at them for 1 second and then they're gone. They haven't noticed that they're invisible though. It's literally the scene of Miles Morales
Bruh.
accidentally going invisible.
Bruh.
This is
It's-
them
It's
because they don't
Miles
know what to
Morales.
do.
Does that
They-
take an action or a bonus action? to
It's a
use?
bonus action, so they can still do other stuff. But that's what happens by accident at first.
Throw a rock.
They actually do have a sling, and they kind of don't really want to get closer, so they like.
I will say you have to move, so because if you throw with a sling at the moment, you might accidentally hit your ally.
They do move. Yeah, I was gonna say they do move a bit, but obviously they're just kind of like going in the vague enough direction.
Where would you like them to go? We can we've got a little arrow that we can.
The 15. The way you were before, like when you were.
So
There's like 15 up
10,
across.
15.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
theirs probably good. And they try to use their sling because they don't want to get near
Okay.
anyone.
Who are you targeting?
They're targeting. Oh no! Wait, I realized that until they like make someone else roll Is it till they make an attack or till they roll damage?
Until you make an attack. So technically, the thing with invisibility, all it does is it makes other people at disadvantage to hit you.
Oh
that's
shit!
all it does. Technically, invisible creatures, everyone still knows where they are on the
Well,
combat field. Yeah.
I low-key forgot because I kind of don't have anything right now, and I was like, "Fuck, what do I do?" Just remind me again. Do I have to touch someone for cure wounds?
I'm pretty sure it is a touch. Let me double check. I know I'm streaming. Yes, it is a touch-based spell. Yeah, like I said, if you want to retract your movement and then run up and do something else instead.
I was gonna say I think they might try and like heal Isidore, but
They are unconscious though.
You
Yeah.
can you can
But-
heal someone when they're down.
if you heal someone when they're unconscious, they just wake up again.
Yeah,
And
if you
Abel doesn't know how to fight. They're kind of a
Yeah.
pacifist.
If you stabilize someone, so like you're not using magic or a potion to heal them, they stay unconscious for 1d4 hours to naturally wake up. If you use magic or a healing potion, someone wakes up like whatever HP they've been healed to.
Yay!
So if you would like to do that, I do think you have 30 feet of movement. So
Yeah.
you could make it to Isidore, but you will be in the center of. You are invisible currently.
But Sable's invisible, and no one's noticed that they're there, right?
Like
no one even noticed that. Like no one was paying attention to them before. No one would have noticed they turned invisible. Is what I'm saying, right?
Like I said, mechanically, technically, they know you're around from like the sounds of your steps and stuff. But like they don't, they can't like if they go to stab you, they're kind of guessing.
Yeah. So Sable is coming up, but they're obviously going around where all their allies are and like steering away from everyone, or like where they are pretty like they're still like they can still tell that those are their allies in front of them, and so they're like the only sound that they're making though is like a little bit of their staff like pattering around, and then you just see them heal. Well, you don't see them heal the princess, but they do, and then she's just will she wake up if I do that because I'm cure wounds? Okay, cool. 1d8 plus 3. Where's my d8? Where is she? Return to me.
Where is she?
Where are you? I heal her for 5.
So sorry.
5? Okay, cool.
And she just wakes up and she has no idea who's healed her.
I'm just gonna beat the shit up by chaos.
I like
it's just Sable going, hi.
No, she does the cool like main character thing where they like wipe them, spit out some blood, but it actually like lands like right in.
That's so cool. Sable,
Right,
however,
what? You cut out. I didn't
like
hear it.
like a main character where they do the wipe their mouth and spit out some blood.
Because she is the main character. You don't have to say it, but we know
I
it.
hope you start spitting out some teeth.
But it's not seen here, obviously, because Sable is fucking invisible right now. But every time they have had to interact with the princess or look at her, they start like aggressively blushing because they're like, I should not be around this lady.
I will say, being so close to her, you can see that almost like Mel from Arcane. She's got like gold in like her makeup and stuff, like all across her face, and she does have like what seems like gold strands woven into her. You know, so very fancy. This is more. She's wearing more.
Goddamn, Sable's having a great time right now. They're gonna die of an anxiety attack. Not even.
You just touched a royal. It's okay.
That's why they're freaking out. They're like, I touched the princess. They like, and when they touched her too, they were probably really scared. So they went like a little like, they were like doing that thing where they're like hesitantly like going back and forth, like should I? And then they just like quickly go, like tap.
Is there anything else you wanted to do on this turn?
No, that's it. Like,
okay, we will go to Aoife then. So, Jess, it is your turn to blast a motherfucker.
Blast 2 motherfuckers.
Get them, get them,
What's
get
great?
them.
Well, actually, I could probably hit literally anyone.
If you wanted to get Dumas or Isa, you would just have to move. You would just have to move down here so you could get a clear shot at any of them. Because if you try to shoot through your allies, there's a chance you hit your ally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You now have free clearance to shoot at any of them you want. I will say Sable is still invisible, right? Because they didn't deal damage or make someone do a saving.
Cool.
Fair
Okay. I'm going to go for do diagonal from. Is that Dunma?
Dumas, yeah. So you want to go for this, the dude with the one in the middle here.
Yeah. I go for him.
Okay, yeah. Roll to hit. What are you
Fireball.
doing? A fireball? Firebolt. That's right. I'm like, wait a minute, you're not high enough
Fireball.
level to have
I cast
fireball.
fireball.
We're still in the way.
Burn the orphanage.
Okay, so roll to hit, and we'll see if it hits Dumas' AC.
And that's a D10.
Yeah, remember do a D20, plus your. Everyone, look away! Their character sheet. You get a +5 to hit for that. So roll a d20 +5, and if you beat his AC, then you can roll. A 7? Is that a 7 plus? Is that with the +5 yet, or no?
The +5. I rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah, as you launch that bolt off, it goes, and as it is coming forward, he actually raises up his sword and flicks the magic, it glances off the metal of his blade, and actually lobs it away from him, and it ignites the air 5 feet behind him.
That was tragic.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Is there anything else that you would like to do for your turn?
Did that use up majority?
That used up your action. If you have anything that takes a bonus action, you can still do it.
Loki have no idea what both.
It's okay. Like I said, this is for figuring out combat and character sheets and stuff. So you, as a sorcerer, unless you use sorcery points, which I'm not sure you have any of, I don't know if there is anything else you can do. If you'd like to move more, you can.
I think I'm gonna stay where I am.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think there's much more I can do. So.
Okay, cool. It comes back around to Isidore's turn. So Isidore is going to move her way here and is going to attack. Sorry, no, it's Dumas' turn first, actually. So Dumas here is actually going to, seeing the huge hit that Chaos has just done, is he's a little bit wary. So he actually is going to attack Shira. Seeing how Isa managed to get a pretty good strike. Charlie does a 19 hit.
I have a 14, so I'd say yes.
Oh.
Yes, okay.
Oh no.
Target the fucking
Unless
So
I can
Dumas-
add my dex to dodging, probably not.
As you get higher levels, you can do stuff on your bonus actions or
Yeah.
reactions that help you.
Yeah.
You are going to take 6 damage.
I am fucking dead.
Where's
No!
Okay,
already?
so he
I
has
did
gone
nothing.
down. I will say in this thing, no one's rolling death saving throws just because it's just you're knocked down / unconscious in the fight.
Yeah. He's used to killing monsters, not so many people
Mhm.
around him.
But Shira has gone down in this combat, and Isidore is going to take this moment to step here and is going to attack Dee Dee.
Get the support users.
Ariella!
Get
No!
the support users. Yeah.
And rolling a 13 plus 17, and that is going to hit Dee Dee's armor class. Yep. Okay, cool. Thankfully, they will not have their sneak attack on. So I don't think Dee Dee can die. It takes 3 damage. Okay.
Thank God. The queen lives.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Queen of Fashion lives.
It is now actually Dee
Lives
Dee's
to slay
turn.
another day.
It is
Slay
now
another
actually
day.
Dee Dee's turn, and Dee Dee is going to, as this knife has glanced and cut, like I guess like the littlest bit of her fringe, she's going to be like, "How dare you!" And it's going to like flick her wrists, and two knives going to come out of like her sleeves, and she's going to like get almost like a small like a little bit unsure of herself stance, but then she's going to strike out at Isidore with her own blades, and rolled a 5 for a 9. Isidore's a little bit too ferocious as she like steps in and is like cutting at her with like a big grin on her face, and Dee Dee is like managing to block some of, gets one, and her own attack just misses. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Shiro, it is now your turn.
Also, Nick, I'm just saying again,
wait,
you
that's
cut
right.
out like every 2 seconds.
Really? I need to get a better microphone.
You really do.
Yeah,
New
bro.
present idea.
I could have
Rough
sworn it
time.
was fine, but okay.
No.
You
It's
wait till
always
your
like this.
birthday. We will buy you the nicest mic. However,
No,
I don't think we can wait.
It's okay. I will buy a good one in the next week.
Okay.
No, we
So
all chip in for our
No,
DM.
no. It should be fine. If it gets particularly bad, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's mostly the ends of your sentences that we don't hear.
that's very strange. Basically, it was just that Isidore's doing like a flurry of blows, and Dee Dee's not really able to.
Deal with that.
Cool, Shiro. We go past your turn, and
Yeah,
I say it is your turn.
unconscious.
All right.
You can step over Shiro's unconscious body if you wish.
Yeah.
He's just that one Rousey thing where it's just flat on the ground.
I know exactly. Yeah. I am so sorry about. I am going to go around Shiro to flank Dee Dee. Sadly,
Mhm.
not Dee
and
Dee!
I'm
Not
sorry.
Dee.
And I will. I don't know. I know it's not technically on there, but could I use the shield as bludgeoning damage? And what would I?
It would
use it?
be an improvised weapon attack.
Yeah.
What's your strength modifier?
3.
So it would do maximum 3 damage. If you were to hit, it's like the same as hitting someone with your fist. It would just do 3 damage.
Oh, fucking metal shield clocking in the head. What the fuck, bro?
I know, it's just how, because like technically Dee Dee is wearing, as much as she's in her ball gown dress at the moment, technically, mechanically, she's wearing leather.
Whatever.
But
All
also, do you train with a shield to actually hit someone?
Yes.
Because you said with a sword, you trained with the sword. You didn't say that you're proficient.
Yeah.
Trained with the blade.
I've said
Yeah.
both. I've said both before.
No, you didn't. You said sword.
Shut the fuck up.
You said hand to hand and sword.
And
That's
then
fine.
and can even
Oh my
fight
God.
with the shield. All right.
That's fine. Sword and
The
shield.
girls
are
are fighting. I think
Yes.
anyway.
Continue. So
I'm pretty
you
sure
can,
Issa's design has a shield.
Yes.
yeah, you can shield bash her if you wish, but you can also just strike her with the sword. I will say, outside of the training combat, that might be a really good way to like knock someone unconscious without
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, this is fighting. We'll just
because
say,
there's no risk of any death here. So it would probably be fine.
All right. I will do scimitar. Because am I behind? Would I have advantage?
You have advantage if you're attacking Dee Dee, or actually Chaos, just because you are flanking.
Okay.
Also, could I just have a quick question?
Yeah.
For DM. Where did Dumar hit me?
When he struck you, I would say it would have just been like a center mass. Like he would have struck you and maybe it hit your chest and winded you more than with the flat of the blade, more so than actually puncturing through you or breaking your mask or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right,
So who are you attacking, Dee Dee or Chaos?
Dee Dee.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to hit.
I've got a 14.
That matches her AC, which means that you've hit.
Okay. So, and I will roll this.
So roll your damage.
Yep. That is.
What did Dee Dee do?
Was it plus dexterity? Was the bonus correct?
Yes. Sorry. What was that? Someone asked what Dee Dee did.
I was like to Jack. Jack, what did Dee Dee do to you? What is that?
She
Healed me.
annoyed eyes are on the dragon trip there, so she's a little salty. Also,
Yeah.
tactically, she's going for the healer, so she's fighting tactically.
Mhm.
You cannot blame a girl. That is a 5, by the way, in damage.
Okay, so as you like step forward and you like bring up your shield, and you actually notice that she's too focused on Isidore, and like how does your strike go? Because this does knock her out.
She will wait. You
I'll grab
repeat
her
that
top of
again.
the
Am
head.
I did a natural scimitar, like just kind of.
Yeah. So it's just like, did you sweep her legs out from underneath her and then whack her? Did you like? I'm
Yeah,
letting
I would
you
say
put
yeah.
the
Sweep
flavor onto
underneath
it.
the and use the handle to just bonk on the head. Just kind of drops
Oh,
the
Yeah.
handle of the
Yeah.
blade,
Drops
bonk
the
on the head,
yeah. Okay.
unconscious.
That's fun. Okay. Yeah. And so Dee Dee is now unconscious.
I'm sorry, Dee Dee, but
Losing.
you had to go.
Cool.
Oh,
it's a
look at my
Chaos.
2v.
team, dog!
It's a
Look at my
2v4
team!
now. It's a
Chaos.
2v4 now.
It is
It's
now
my
your
healer dog.
turn.
I'm not getting saved.
All right, it's my turn. Sorry, or
Yes, it is now Chaos's turn.
okay.
Save us, Chaos.
Upon seeing Shiro fall first, without like any hesitation, I'm going to pick up my Crescent Cleaver and just like full on slam it down against Damar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Roll to hit.
Does a 18 hit?
It
That's-
does.
That is a,
All
Yeah.
right.
what a roll.
So roll your damage.
I'm rolling. Shit. DM was right.
9 damage.
Oh, you bring down your cleaver like into his shoulder, boom, and his legs almost completely buckle out from
Oh
beneath
my
him.
god.
But he
Are you
manages
kidding?
to. He looks at you and fucking puts his like own sword, like he's like caught your cleaver with his sword as well. You've clearly done a ton of damage, but he like digs in his heels and like throws up your cleaver and is still standing in front of you, like on his last legs, but
That's 1 HP.
very
Can I do an
clearly.
offhand?
I believe you have. Is your cleaver two-handed
Um,
or one-handed?
it's a martial, so
What? How much? What's the damage dice you've been?
1d8.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So if you want, if you have like a dagger or something, you could do an offhand attack if you wish.
I have a quarterstaff and then the
Mhm.
cleaver.
Unless you have a light weapon, which I don't think you do. I don't think you can do an offhand.
Kick him in the balls.
But I will say you got Dumar to 1 HP.
Yeah,
Ah!
Yeah, I knew
He
it.
was also untouched in this fight, so he hadn't
Uh,
taken any damage,
Mm.
and you knocked him all the way to 1. I'm just
think
quickly
I
going to the bathroom, so you guys can
Yeah.
chat. But the next person whose turn it will be Sable.
Alright, well, I'm
Yay!
just gonna give a real big nasty glare down. Like, my armor's gonna shine down on this man. You know?
Intimidation.
Intimidate him. I know he's on my team, but bro, suffer.
I need to get that aura, guys! You don't understand.
Aura farming.
Wow.
Everyone else here is aura farming and being real fighters, and Sable's in the background like, I just want to hang out with my friends.
Dude, sure, it went down like a sack of shit.
we just
I'm
double
so
Oh,
sorry
man.
that I don't have any healing stuff yet.
No, you're right. It's something Shira has to deal with. He didn't
I
think
will in later
before.
ones, but when I
Mm.
first was creating my character, I did ask, and I'm like, "How are we looking for healers?"
Mm.
And he said that a bunch of the NPCs had healing anyway. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever."
Sure, just need to play it a little bit smarter, but
I got double
It's
teamed.
not so much
We're
that;
sorry.
it's because we're basically all one hittable because
yeah,
we're such low HP. You know,
yeah,
like I almost went down in the first one. If it was,
yeah,
I was on 1 health point.
He's
If it
paid.
wasn't for Didi, I'd be gone.
yeah.
Damn. And then I was like, and then I just eyes up, healer spotted without even.
Mm.
Oh well.
I'm looking for this one fucking meme like
My
not
apologies,
me,
no
but like
return.
quote that I found
Welcome
for
back.
Sable that feels fitting right now. Need to
Okay.
find-
So, in turn of like Demar like hitting off the thing, he's still gonna like stand above him, and his armor's kind of gonna like glint with like a
Ooh.
glare through it, you know.
Ooh.
So he's like, you know, not
If you-
saying anything, but his like specific stare is like, I will fucking kill you.
I will say,
But
if you want to do an intimidation, I would let that happen.
absolutely, yes, I want to
So
roll.
roll an intimidate. I will just roll a flat d20. You can do your
Mhm.
intimidation with all your modifiers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If Dumas rolls higher than you, then he's not scared.
All right. Where is my
This is going to
intimidation?
be a hard man to scare, but
Why is my intimidation a charisma stat? Why, guys?
yeah, I
It's
know.
like that
I
for
know.
everyone, bro. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's what I mean. Why is it why is it a charisma? Why?
I don't know. I don't know, but it is.
Okay, so
This is what I was mad about.
negative. Okay. 16.
Yeah, because he rolled with disadvantage because he just kicked his ass.
No.
I got a 3.
Yeah.
So he is officially like the condition frightened, which means he has disadvantage to hit you, and he cannot chase after you, at least until his next turn, where I'll make him do a roll. Yada yada.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, for now, Dumas is frightened. Cool. So next it would be Sable's.
Yay.
Stole
Yay.
him.
Pacifist character is having a lot of fun right now.
Pacifist character has to fight.
Pacifist character doesn't want to fight anyone and is currently invisible.
Mhm.
Wait, just double checking because I haven't been a level 1 in anything in a while, let alone I've
Yep.
never actually played a druid.
Yep.
I used Cure Wounds before. That's a spell slot, right? How many
Yes.
spell slots do I have at this point?
You can probably check in when you're looking at your thing, there's a little thing just below your top where it says experience points. There's a spell slot there. If you click into that, you should see on the left where you might have filled out your spells, and it'll show you your slots total for whichever slots. So you can use however many that says there.
I love you, bro. I can't.
Okay,
see what you're talking about,
level,
so-
at first level you have 2 first level spell slots.
Cool. Great. I also
So you
just
can
So if
use
you've
2.
done one spell, you can do a second spell.
cool. I just realized that that's like the only spell I have, except I do have. Never mind. I do have cantrips. I forgot about those as well. Sable is fucking useless in this fight. I love them. They're so fucking bad at this.
No, but that's fine. It gives it character.
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't know
It
what they're
gives you more
doing.
opportunities to improve. As the cool thing with this, the thing that I like about this being a school, is as you guys learn to play these characters better, that's also your characters getting better in world.
Mm.
So, you know, do with that
Live,
what
laugh,
you will.
love. Sable pretty much can't do. They pretty much can't do any damage, but unless they use their bludgeoning. But I feel like they're gonna get their shit rocked if they use it.
Yeah, bludgeon chaos. You do have advantage to hit them.
You know what? Yeah,
Try me.
they're gonna
Bitch.
use
Oh,
Sable
damn.
is going to, but it's like they pull it out and they're like doing it like panicked, like as they do it, but they do have an advantage, right? Still,
Yeah,
Fight or flight.
saying under their breath,
Right.
"Oh my fucking god, what the fuck am I doing? Why the fuck am I here?"
you literally hear like them say sorry, and then but like you can't see them, and then they just fucking try to hit you. So the first one was 18, and then the next one was also 18. So
Well, that does hit.
yeah, okay. They go sorry, and then they smack down on you. and like you didn't see them before, but like everyone is crowded around you, and Sable
as it
obviously
connects,
is as well.
as it connects, you'd appear.
Yeah, like everyone except for Isidore wouldn't know that or like hasn't really registered that, oh, that's Sable, like the random talking voice is Sable. So they just go, sorry, and then they appear out of nowhere. And then they do 5 damage.
All right.
Bludgeon.
Okay.
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 I'm alright.
They like
It's
they go
okay.
straight on your head, and I just imagine making
You
the
just hear
metal
a
pipe
clang.
sound.
Yep. You hear a clang and its head turns towards you.
Just the real
Sable-
Looney Tunes. Just
Sable has already like jumped back a little bit, and they've got their hand over their mouth, and they're like, oh!
Cool. So it is now Aoife's turn. 2 of your team members have gone down, and Chaos is in the middle of an entire gang of people. What do you do?
Kill them.
Come on.
They jump in me! They jump in me!
Fuck him up! Fuck him up! Fuck him up!
Moss is on 1
Blow them
HP.
up!
Hey, Jazz. I'll give him a kill.
Jazz.
No jazz.
Jazz.
It's on mute.
Unfortunately, it looks like it's just chaos in this fight.
No, guys! They
I
jump
didn't
in
realize
me!
I was muted.
Chaos.
I didn't realize I was muted, and I've actually been talking this whole time, and I was like getting
Oh,
really
damn.
sad because
No.
Mom was
No,
answering, so
I'm so sorry.
my bad.
Bro got the silence. Were you silent or were you silent?
I didn't
so
silence them.
is there
Press.
any
I
way
pressed.
for Aoife to hit someone without like hurting Chaos? Or
I think the real question you have to ask when I'm looking at your spells is, does it matter if it hits Chaos if it hits everyone else?
You're a
Yeah.
noble.
Kill them all for
Yes,
me.
it does.
Kill for your team.
If you've got Fireball, don't use it! Don't use it, guys! Please!
Fireball then.
No, they
I'm
just say
already dead. Just do
you
it.
just hear Aoife go, Dale, and then fireballs.
I
Those
have
weapons are-
Firebolt.
You do, I will say, just as like, have you played very many mages before?
I've played Wizard before. That's about it.
Your Burning Hands would probably hit everyone, but it would also hit your teammate.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't particularly want to hit Chaos, but
Please do
I'm-
not.
I'm
I'm
like-
your
I'm like
only
the-
living
Do
team.
it.
I'm like
Please.
the green goblin on your shoulder, like, do it. Kill
Please
him.
don't.
okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be using
No.
Burning Hands.
Cool, 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 cool.
Yay.
Cool.
My
I will
corpse
say
is
in
maybe
future,
cool.
like as people are getting new to characters, I might give suggestions and stuff like that.
Mm,
Eventually, I will just stop altogether. And if you make a mistake, you make a mistake.
yeah.
Well, I feel as if it's something Aoife would do because Aoife hasn't really done much for this fight yet. So
Mhm.
to be able
True.
to go in and just completely fucking, you know. Anyway, yeah, I use Burning Hands.
Fuck shit up. Fuck shit up.
Cool. Can everyone that I guess just chaos? Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Yes,
need to
I
now
can.
I now need to roll dex saves for all these players. So
All these poor souls.
The one
13
thing I'm the
for
worst
Isidore.
at.
Or saving throw
Um,
D20, I presume?
Dumar got a
D20, yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah. D20, by the way.
Yeah, Sable
Yeah.
got a
Okay.
5.
I might
So
be okay. I think.
yeah, well, you're being covered by the blast that's about to hit Sable's back. So
I got an 8 if it's dexterity. I think it's dexterity.
Sable is being
I
a
got it.
humanoid shield for chaos by accident.
I got a 18 all up.
Dang.
I will say you have to get you will have to get close, Jazz, to like use it. But you said that is what
Yeah.
you wanted to use, but you got to just be like, if this doesn't kill them, you will be within arm's reach.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. So, what is your spell saving DC? 13. Okay. Cool. Anyone who rolled a 13 higher succeeded.
Oh, I
So
didn't.
do not
Um,
chaos.
So Isidore, I think, rolled a 12, and Dumar rolled a 19.
8.
Oh
Um,
no! How did he roll a 19?
And what did Chaos roll?
I rolled an 18.
So you do succeed, and Sable, I'm pretty sure rolled like 4.
5, yeah. But at
Real-
this point, does it even matter?
3 of
And-
us.
Does it matter?
Damn.
And Isa was also in that as well. What did Isa roll?
8. I got an 8.
Okay, so Jazz, roll 3d6 and tell me how much that equals.
Man,
This is teamwork. Hell yeah.
What the
Hell yeah.
We're gonna get cooked right here.
You are.
Cook
One.
them.
This
1
fits.
6. 1
One-
4
Mm-hmm.
and 1 6.
Yeah, you guys are
Holy
done.
shit.
I'm dead.
Okay, so everyone who failed has to take 16 damage, and whoever didn't fail takes 8.
Well,
So Dumar goes down,
Okay,
and
bye
Yeah.
bye.
Isidore goes down.
You soloed
Um,
everyone.
I'm assuming that Sable goes down.
I'm also dead.
But
Oh, no fucking shit, bro. That hate
So-
that.
Told
That
you,
is
what the
8.
shit?
so does Chaos tank that?
And what? What am I tanking?
Do you, because you still take half the damage.
Right.
So
And
you're gonna take 9 damage.
yeah, I don't tank that.
So Aoife, as you like step forward and you're like, okay, I can do this. Like flames like erupt out of the gauntlet almost like greedily, like as it's like escaping and it's over everyone and this huge plume, and as it like just dissipates, everyone is like fall into the unconscious.
Sorry, guys.
And Angus is like, woo! Yeah, you
Bro,
did
that
it!
includes your teammate.
Woo!
My
You
gosh.
fucking killed Chaos.
He killed us all.
I was
I
already
will
dead.
say that Chaos probably like his armor probably like rattled before he fell.
Mm.
Yeah, he's out pretty cool right now.
And while everyone's lying on the floor unconscious, the teacher Aaron over here, on next to the wall where they are, there's actually 3 runes, and they like with like spinning dials almost, and they go doom 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 and spin them a little bit, and there's like a spinning more and more and more, and then there's a pulse of white light, and everyone is restored to full HP.
Oh, thank God.
Restore.
So, good work. That was some excellent fighting from everyone here today. We saw some interesting use of healing magic. Good job, Dee Dee and Sable. And we saw some very good melee combat from Isa, Chaos, Dumas, and Shiro. Isidore, excellent attack. Aoife, what a excellent use of a spell. Really helped finish the combat up. If you're ever out in the field, keep in mind that any allies that you have will also be caught in the blast, and if they're already downed, then they will take additional damage.
Chaos is gonna like get up and like brush himself off slowly, and then he's gonna like pinch at the end of his feathers where there was like some fire flaming on them, and then just slowly turn and glare over at Eva.
Well, I mean, our team won, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't say anything.
You should be thanking me.
He
Ouch.
doesn't say anything.
Shiro wakes up and his ears are all fuzzy, like static.
Sable, because Sable's still near Chaos, I think, and Sable heard that. They turn to Sable, not Sable turned to Sable, but Sable turns to Chaos and like pats his like armor as an apology, but goes, "She's a right fucking arsehole," and then walks away. It's the only time they're gonna swear.
Jeez. But
His
yes.
fucking words.
So, as everyone's like gathering up together, like Angus is like, "You guys did a really good job. I knew you guys could do it. I like being on this team so much already. I can tell we're gonna all get up to great things. Aoife, that's exactly what I would have done."
Chaos remains silent to that. He doesn't make any comment whatsoever. But it is clear he does not approve of that.
Don't worry, you're a big guy. You can take it.
They do not
There's, like-
understand the method of teamwork makes the dream work.
There's like a slow sigh that like echoes out of his mouth, out of his helmet.
Yeah. And all of your dragons that were like resting on the side, like all come up and they're like giving you big licks and jumping all over you, being very affectionate. But yeah, Lorenzo goes, so Team Talon has won the combat. You will all be getting a private tutored lesson with Farron himself. Cherish this, it's a very good reward. Some of the best teaching that you can get from a master. Good
Yeah,
job.
but they cheated.
Cheated.
Where was the cheating?
How do you say that? How'd they cheat?
That
Everyone just
me
looked-
realizing the consequences of my action.
Good job.
You're like your arms are crossed. You're like, well, they cheated. Like, come on.
See, originally I was gonna say that was just Cade saying that, but now that but you know what? Yeah, Sable did say that, but they said it like quietly, and they were saying it to like Bernice. They didn't think anyone would hear.
Turns out they're right next to everyone and everyone can hear.
They're
Yeah.
like when they ask like, oh, well, why do you think that? Sable's like, well, they
Sable
didn't even try. It was just that one, and they didn't even do it right. And they're pointing at Aoife.
Isidore does lean into you and goes, don't worry, I can get us a private meeting if you want, you know. He is my uncle, so you know, can always just chat to him ourselves.
Sable like
More anger.
straightens up again, and they go,
And yeah, Aoife, what were you saying in response to getting called out?
So Aoife turns to Sable and is like, bitch, you don't even do magic. And then continues to ignore us.
I quite literally just did magic.
You did turn
Like
this
Sable's
But
like,
not real
you forget
magic.
I turned invisible and healed my teammate?
Angus goes, I think you did well, Sable. You did really well. I saw that.
Sable is like has like the staff under their arm and does like a little like heart at him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good enough.
He's got both hands like straight up in the air with thumbs up.
Sable's like, yeah, that's my son right there.
Aoife responds to that with, look, we won fair and square. I don't suck it up. And then just kind of puffs off and walks off.
Oh, tensions. Well, I hope that everyone learned something today. We'll actually be having additional lessons. Each of you will meet with your private instructors to maybe reflect on this. I will say above game, but this is where the session will end. But next session, you guys will be having some private lessons. The specialty teachers, like the druids, will
Nice.
talk to a druid teacher. Anyone who does magic will discuss stuff with the magic teachers, etc., etc. But he's like, yeah, so, but, you know, combat class, I think you all did very well. Those of you who sat on the sidelines, don't worry. Sometimes when there's a prize on the line, you gotta have a few specialty, But all of you rest well, and I will see you again in a few days' time. Enjoy the rest of your day. No teachings. And Lorenzo does kind of like wander over to where Arvin is, and Arvin's like having a small chat to him. And yeah, what do you guys do now? You've kind of been dismissed. Like, no one's here to collect you for your next classes yet, but Lorenzo is done teaching. You can kind of loiter a bit. Maybe you can go explore.
I have a score to settle if I remember.
Angus is like, oh, okay, you want to do this? Okay, we can battle.
I thought it's just like you wanted it. I'm only
Yeah,
doing
okay.
it because you asked for it.
All right. Okay. Let's do this then.
Please.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make this quick work. Quick work of bro.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I just have to quickly look up his spells.
Oh no! I'm just gonna give him one attack and just whack him.
Well, I will make you do.
Yeah.
Sorry, I will make you do both of you roll, both you and him roll initiative. So, all right. Where is my dice gone? Oh, it's over there in my phone. All right. So roll initiative. You two are doing a duel.
All right. I rolled a 16.
Shit. Okay. He also rolled a 16, so we will need to roll again.
Again.
Okay. What'd you get?
I rolled 19.
Shit. Okay. You get to go first. What do you do?
Cool.
Angus is like standing there, and you notice actually first time that Angus is standing there, and he got a wand that you haven't seen before, and it seems to be made of like black onyx. And he's like, "All right, ladies first." Okay, so attack the child.
I'm gonna do exactly what I wanted to do with Didi, which is just run up and shield bash him.
Okay, yeah.
Down to the
Roll to
ground.
hit. Roll to hit.
Oh fucking please! I just need high rolls. Continue these. Oh, and my plus dice fell. Give me a moment.
So good.
Please. I swear, it just like rolls off wherever it wants to. 17. Is that plus strength as usual? Yeah,
It's just your flat strength modifier.
oh, that's a 20.
No.
No.
No. If you roll to hit, so
Oh.
you've successfully done your unarmed hit. So your shield bash, what is your modifier?
My
A
3.
3. So
Yeah.
you deal 3 damage to. So do you just like bash him in the face?
No, he just runs it and bashes him down.
Cool. Yeah, you hit him, and in that yeah, you come close and you hit him, and as you've hit him, bam, he's like a bit of blood like comes out of his mouth, and he's like, "Well, I guess I'll take us both out," and he casts fireball at feet.
Oh my god.
Crash out Angus, my beloved.
Cool. So can you please do a dexterity saving throw?
All right. Oh my god! Stop rolling backwards, you shitty dice.
Actually, sorry, what's your max HP, by the way?
10.
Yeah, 8d6 is probably going to fuck you up, even if you take
Yeah.
only half damage. So, let me just roll
Wait,
8d6.
8d6. What the fuck is this shit, bro?
It's fireball.
Yeah,
He's
even
also-
even halved, he dealt 25 damage. Even halved, you would still go down.
Dude, Nick did not hide at the beginning that this kid is one of the most gifted magic kids
Mhm.
in the entire like empire.
What about
I
a
don't know what
fucking
you
shield?
expected.
To be fair, I
well-
didn't know that.
Yeah.
No. To be fair, that's not what I'm saying. Either. I'm just saying, Jack. This is.
Yes.
We should have
Hmm.
known.
Yeah, I'll
And
say like with bloodied teeth and like a manic look in his eyes, like well played. Points the wand at the ground and just like you hear like the sucking in of air, and then there's like a small white dot on the end of his wand, and it like shoots at the ground and engulfs you both in like a giant ball.
It's literally like
I mean, I
he
rolled
had a rocket
19
launcher.
in my dexterity, but like to act like I was just at least trying to at least protect myself, shield up, trying to block most of the blast.
Yeah. And as like the fire dissipates, you are both like stumbling to your knees, and he's like, "Ha! I win!" And he falls unconscious onto the ground. Bam, bam. As you do as well.
There's a maniac. What the fuck?
Yeah, of course he's a maniac.
And
My
Lorenzo,
little crash out game. Yeah.
Lorenzo rushes over like, "What is happening over here?" Oh, yeah, friendly duel. Let me guess. Based on the explosion, the mage took himself out as well. Yep.
One.
Classic mage move. Yep. Yep. Friendly fire. Looks over at Aoife. Yep. Friendly fire indeed. And the other teacher,
I say that like a suicide bomber.
Aaron goes through and flicks the runes on the walls again, spinning them around to different selections. Doom, 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 doom. That pulse of white light again, and both Angus and Isa rise. And Angus is like, yeah, so that was a good duel. And he leans real in close to you and says, don't fuck with me. I could kill you. Okay, thanks. And he like goes over here. Hey guys, whoa, did you get a duel?
She's just like, okay, what
Jesus
the fuck is this
Christ.
dumbass
I
kid?
absolutely vibe with
Literally
Angus
would
now.
have killed. Like, don't.
I'm
freak
so
with me.
sad I lost him in the divorce.
Have you tried taping a? Next time, try taping an open jar of rats to his face and blowtorching the other end.
Well, that sounds really. Have you done that to someone before?
Maybe.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't do it to someone. That sounds really mean and like horrible. But why does it? Wait,
Well,
why
it's quicker than the
rats?
other. They're the only thing that chews through human faces like tissue paper.
Oh God, that's ew. I hope you haven't done that.
There are worse
What the
things.
fuck? Oh my God. Like Angus is just like, what the fuck? And he gives like a little wave to Sable. I was gonna ask if you saw how well I did, but I'm sorry. That's probably a mean thing to say. I hope you heard the explosion though. I won my fight. And it's like Lorenzo's like, it was a tie at best. He's like, it was a tie at best, kid. And he's like, no, I won.
Is doing a little clap. They're like, I don't agree with the message, but I appreciate
I agree with
the
method.
power.
I will not really like actually just say it, like will not say out loud, but she knows he's suicide bomb. That is not a win. That is just desperation.
No, yeah, very
She
much
will
so.
never,
That was
ever,
at
ever-
best that was a tie or a draw. Like Angus is like, well, you're too close to me. The main reason he did that is because when you're within 5 feet of a mage,
Yeah.
so he's like, fuck it, we ball.
Oh my god. Bro.
Hey, if you're both dead, that's a win in Shiro's book.
Being passively suicidal is gonna save this little boy from being beat up. It just means that he may die, but at least he won't get beat up.
You see that he's picked up
Hmm.
Prospero and he's like resting him on his hip like a mum does with like a baby, and he's like, yeah, I think that was pretty good considering that was my first fight that I've ever been in.
He scares me.
That's suicidal for
I love that Sable is actually 50 years old and is like, oh, I'm too scared to fight, and this is like a 14-year-old being like, I'll fucking kill someone.
I'm going to corrupt this kid even further.
Don't even ask me. Like literally just say go and I'm ready.
That was
Actually, there
eyes.
was no fear of anyone dying here, which made that an actual balanced strategy.
That's so funny. He's just
You know.
so scary.
Doesn't win in fucking real life, kiddo.
He's like, yeah, I wouldn't be as callous with in an actual battle. I would probably employ more strategy, but I knew it was the best way to gain aura. You know, like
Get rid of a problem.
To gain aura is a crazy excuse.
No, he's dying. He's dying by the end of this fucking campaign.
He can't keep getting away with this.
Like I wouldn't want to fireball like let's say like chaos. Like that's no offense, Chaos, but you're kind
Chaos
of
isn't
you're
there.
extra big. Oh
Chaos
wow,
would have
they're gone.
left like immediately.
No, okay, Chaos is gone. You know what? I picked the biggest dog in this prison. Is that how the saying goes? No, I don't think it is.
I don't think that noble kids should be talking about prison.
What? Clearly,
You're
you've never
too
hung out
young
with
and
any
sweet.
nobles.
Pardon?
Clearly, you've never hung out with any nobles. So
No,
many of
I
them have been
haven't.
thrown in
There's
prison.
not a lot of time to spend with nobles when you live on a farm.
Well, you can hang out with me, and we can hang out, and then you'll have hung out with nobles.
Sable just like puts their hand out like a thumbs up, but like it looks like they're going for a fist bump a little bit because they don't really know what to do. They're like, yeah.
Amber gives Angus a little fist bump. Yarrick, when you walk over, Isa is like, no, it was an unfair fight. that was a draw. You got in a really good hit at the beginning. You forced a mage to have to nuke himself. That was a good blow.
We'll just say if he did that in real life, that would not make him any sense of a victor. He would be cleaned up and killed immediately.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
bro. We know.
Mm-hmm. Isidore gives you a high five for bashing him in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should reluctantly do it as well. Should reluctantly do the high five.
Yeah.
And
Angus is like, I'm making enemies here. This is great.
He's so funny.
Bro, I'm gonna kill this little shit.
He's so evil. I love it.
So annoying that you can't disable a fighter by cutting out their tongue like you can a magician.
Oh, well, just try me. If you try to do that shit to me, that won't stop.
Also, Isa will probably walk
No,
off for the time
I
being
wasn't
to find
talking
the
about you.
library.
Yeah,
No,
that's
You
fine.
have my respect for now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we will wrap up the session there because we had our extra little duel. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed their little.
It was great.
And the team that won, so that is Team Talon, I believe. Yes. Basically, you've won a private tutoring session with Farron himself. This is super beneficial, and without revealing too much, you will get bonuses and shit, and stuff with your dragons will be improved because of this.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
So the winning in these combats and these encounters and stuff in these classes can be very important.
Can I ask? I know that
Someone's gonna
there's
turn
like,
into Toothless.
I know there's not a lot of like vegetation, I suppose, except for because this castle's like dark and gloomy and stuff. But is there much area where there's like anything like that inside?
If you give
A
me
small
a
patch of
moment.
moss.
Except for where we went
Like a
for
small
our
garden.
first lesson. Is
Yeah.
that it?
Small patch of fake grass.
Yeah, you have that area where you guys spend your time with dragons, but you do recall that Jake, the wizard who showed you guys around, did mention that there was an internal garden somewhere, but he did not specifically mention where.
Okay. Well, for the end of that session, that's probably what Chaos was looking for. He was probably going around to try and find that, and yeah.
Okay,
He
yeah,
was
no, cool.
probably if he did find it, he'd be sitting down in it and kind of like checking over his armor where all his plants are, because some of them would be singed off now from the fire.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro's
excellent.
plants.
No.
As an apology, well, Shiro wants to do the Japanese gold fixing
Filigree?
art? Yeah. He wants to do that for the egg.
Oh, also, sorry, chaperone was the word I was thinking of. The person who takes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought you
Cavalry.
said Chapel Roan.
No, chaperone. Oh my god, that's our chapel roan.
Can we say that from now on? Can we please say that from now on?
But no, I hope y'all liked that.
Yeah, it was
I
awesome.
hope you liked your little beginning adventures
Stunning,
as well.
stunning as always.
Chaos and Shiro going off and doing their own thing. I will say the initial thing I had planned was that Chaos was going to watch the egg fall down the stairs and then run off out the entrance and be like, "What the fuck?" But events transpired that meant that did not happen.
Oh well.
But no, it was great. It still turned out excellent in the end, and now Chaos has some insight onto what he's grieving, guys. He's grieving.
I'm
He's
not
just
grieving.
Amongst gravestones talking to himself. Chaos is not gonna want to interrupt that, okay? But him immediately saying that he wasn't grieving is kind of suspicious, So he's got his eyes on
Or
you.
just kneeling over this person's grave for no reason.
Yeah, he's like, are you fucking like? Now he's thinking it's kind of problematic. Like, why are you in other people's resting places? Why are you bothering the dead? What are you doing here?
Also, this is an excellent drawing of this teacher. Yeah, his toupee's a bit more up though. Like, think of like an Italian man in his 50s.
He
I
gives me
did
I'm
ask
old.
what type it was, but you didn't
Oh,
answer me, so
sorry.
I just kind of
He gives
went
me
with what
I'm
it.
old.
But no, this is still very good. Yeah.
Jack.
I will say, no one checked what his dragon was like, which I think is fun. Ooh, made a PDF character sheet. This is very good, Jazz.
Mm.
Cool. Oh hell yeah. This is very good. Sorry, I'm just looking at all the art and stuff.
Good art.
Sweet.
I
I'm
didn't
going-
realize someone attacked me on Art Fight, and I just logged on before because I wanted to get a reference or something. And then I saw
Mhm.
that, and I'm like, holy shit.
I love that artist. They're the person, you know, the background of Sylvie that's been on my wallpaper
They did
forever.
that one?
That's that artist. That was their attack on me last year.
No way. That's
I'm
so
doing an
good.
attack on them right now. I've been doing it since the start. I forgot about it for a while, and then I was like, shit.
I
That was
haven't
the
been
one full body attack I wanted to do.
Thanks for listening to Craig's Chronicles. We play for fun and record for fun, so we hope you had fun too. Please do not expect a regular upload schedule. If you are one of our employers who somehow found this, please remember that how we play a fantasy role-playing game with friends is not reflective of our professional conduct.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Mm.